Good afternoon. How you doing, everybody? Hello, hello, hello. Well, it looks like we got some big news on the horizon. Could we be seeing a certain someone going to a certain team out there? We're going to be all over it. We're going to be tracking all of it. I'm a little late to the party. But how you doing, everyone? Good afternoon, or wherever you may be. Maybe it's the morning where you are. Maybe it's the evening where you are. I don't know where the heck you are, but for me, it is 3:40 on the East Coast. And we have some big news a-brewing. And we had something from the very beginning this morning, and it feels like it's just been nonstop speculation, people staring at their screens nonstop all day, waiting for some kind of an announcement. And we're going to get to that in just a second. But everyone, if you can, hit that like button for me. We got to get the algorithm churning a little bit for us. We got some other streams out there that have got some big-time viewership, so we need your help. We just need that like button from you. Share the show. If you can, subscribe if you are new. If you are just seeing my potato face for the first time, think about subscribing and joining the family. We've been waiting for this day for what feels like a long time now. We've been waiting. It almost feels like years, it feels like at this point. But the big news right now, everyone, is that the Red Sox have absolutely been involved in the free agent market, and anyone saying otherwise is wrong, according to Robert Murray. The Red Sox, they were all over the starting pitcher. I'm just kidding, everybody. I'm just kidding. I'm obviously, come on, you know I'm kidding. How you doing, everybody? We're here to track Shohei Ohtani. We got a lot to talk about with Ohtani. We got a lot of catching up to do with Ohtani, and it all started last night. Last night this all started, and I don't know who the heck this dude is. Zipman. Who is this? I don't know who this is. But I kind of knew this was going to happen, right? I never really said it out loud, but I was kind of thinking to myself, how crazy are people going to get? To be honest, I didn't know how today was really going to unfold. I didn't really know how this was all going to happen. I didn't know if it was going to be completely hush-hush, right? And if you've been with me in some streams over the past week or so, it has been, something that I've brought up, right? Where, could this happen possibly before the weekend, right? I was just talking about this with Michael Moreno the other night, where, you got, if you're, living like a normal person, like most people are, no one is Shohei Ohtani except for Shohei Ohtani. But I'm thinking to myself, all right, you know what? We all, we all work during the week, right? We got the weekend coming up. In my head, it kind of sounded right that maybe we could hear something by the weekend, right? Get it over with by the end of the work week. You got the weekend to kind of unwind a little bit, let it sink in, and then maybe there could be, something on Monday where we maybe get like something formal, right? And it, according, with how things have been going today, it seems like maybe I was on the right track a little bit. I was thinking, maybe we don't hear anything until after the weekend. Maybe we hear something on Monday. But I just feel like with tensions high and momentum building this past week, it felt like before the weekend was the right time to hear something. That was just kind of what I was thinking in my head. And it seems like we're coming to a head here. So let's go back to the beginning, right? I haven't been here all day. I've been on X. I've been tweeting. I've been seeing everything. I've been seeing other live streams popping up. And to me, I wanted to wait until there was something a bit more concrete, right? Because I've done that before where I've jumped on at something and it ended up not being that exact story that was being reported. So I wanted to just be a little more patient with this today, and we'll see where that gets us. But let's go back to the beginning here. This was from last night. Zipman on X. Private plane from John Wayne to YYZ. Leaving tomorrow morning popped up a couple of hours ago. Probably not related, but, right, as you can see here, and I got my notifications turned on, any sort of a beeping noise or whatever, I'm on it, right? So this definitely went viral today. Over 550,000 views just to look at a flight. Well, this flight, it's getting pretty close, everyone. It's getting pretty close. I mean, look at this. This flight left the SNA airport at, 9:40 this morning. It was scheduled for 9 a.m. So I read that there was not the best weather, so they kind of delayed it a little bit. And look how close we are getting. My goodness. You know what this reminds me of? I tweeted this out this morning. This reminds me exactly of the Daisuke Matsuzaka sweepstakes, right? We all know how Daisuke ended up being in his career, but if you all remember back to that time in late 2006, he was as hyped up of a pitcher as you will probably ever see. I mean, yeah, we're getting a lot of hype on Yamamoto, of course, but there was something about Daisuke mania. It was something else, man. It was just, like, if you're a Blue Jays fan, you're feeling exactly what I felt back during that time, where everyone was thinking the Red Sox, Yankees, Mets, they were all in the hunt for Daisuke, but everyone was thinking it was going to be the Yankees or it was going to be the Mets, right? And all of a sudden, the Red Sox, they flew out to California. They abruptly showed up at Scott Boris's doorstep, and they said, hey, man, we're making a deal. We don't like how you're doing business right now. We're going to figure this out for Daisuke because we want that man, right? And then all of a sudden, Daisuke, Scott Boras, John Henry, all those guys, flying back to Boston, and everyone was tracking the flight. We didn't have all the resources that we have today. We had desktop computers for the most part back in 2006, right? I know I did. I had my desktop computer in my bedroom when I was 16 years old, right? And I'm like tracking everything, right? As much as I could. I had I had the Boston Herald up. I had the Boston Globe up. I had everything up, right? And this is exactly the same thing. I love it. I know it might seem kind of creepy to a lot of people that you're tracking flights. I really hope this actually is Otani on this wee little plane that we're seeing here. If it's not Otani, that's hilarious to me. Like, that is just going to be the best comedy of all time. I've been tweeting. Go follow me on X, Twitter, whatever the heck you want to call it. I'm always just kind of throwing out there what my potato brain is cooking up. I like the comedy aspect of things. And the one thing I kept thinking, like, could you imagine if just some random dude named Jeff, George, whoever, Samuel, just hops off this plane. Thousands of Blue Jays fans are just waiting for Otani to get off this plane, and it's just some random dude on a business trip. That'd be hilarious. But it does seem like it's Otani. It probably feels like it is. Who knows? Who knows? I wonder if people are going to be on the ground at this airport. I don't know what the airport exactly is like. I'm guessing they're going to be landing. It's a private jet, so I'm guessing they're going to be landing in like a more open area, like not exactly where all the commercial flights are going. They're going to be going to a designated area. I'm guessing there's going to be like fencing and everything. I guarantee you're going to be having people standing outside those, fences from afar with binoculars, right? I'm not exactly sure how this airport is set up, but this is, I don't know. I think it's cool, man. With baseball, it could always use any sort of attention it can get. And this is the fun stuff, man. This is what I enjoy. And I enjoy when everyone comes together and we're all just waiting for something, right? So we still have a little bit. The scheduled landing time is 4:30 Eastern time. It is 3:50 on the East Coast right now. So we're just going to have to wait and see what ends up happening. But my guess, my heart, my gut, it's telling me Otani is probably on this plane. I don't know. Like, a lot of people were trying to shoot down that fact, but it's like, I don't know. Can we just believe in something? Can we just believe Otani is on this flight? I remember people were saying the same thing about Daisuke, right? I remember that flight, when people were tracking that flight, people were like, no, this isn't Daisuke. Like, there's so many people that could be on that plane, that plane has been used for so many different trips and blah, blah, blah. And, like, people are just trying to, like, bring it down. It's like, can we just stop the negativity? It's Otani, all right? Let's believe it's Otani, all right? So let's fast forward a little bit. We got a super chat coming in. My Hype and Kids, $4.99. Imagine if he lands in Jamaica and signs with the Red Stripes. My goodness. Honestly, let's get real for a second. My Hype and Kids, thank you so much, my friend. I appreciate it. That would be hilarious. But I personally do think it's the Blue Jays. Like, I've been getting this weird feeling about the Blue Jays now ever since Ross Atkins moved that Zoom meeting, right? Or moved to a Zoom meeting. Ever since then, I started getting this weird feeling in my tummy, man. It was always, ever since then, that's when I started getting a real feeling about the Blue Jays. I put out a long tweet about a week ago, and I'm thinking, we've been seeing a lot of the Vlad Jr., Bo Bichette rumors, and I'm wondering, like, is it connected, like, somehow? Like, I'll get in more into that in a little bit, but it was kind of just funny how you're seeing these two players in the rumor mill, and all of a sudden there's a connection with Otani. Yes, obviously, keeping all three of them would be the best thing for your team, right? But I'm kind of thinking, like, well, they haven't approached these guys with extensions. What the heck just happened here? They haven't approached these guys with extensions. Obviously, Otani is going to be a ton of money. What is happening here? Where is the flight? There it is. I'm thinking, okay, they haven't approached these guys with extensions. Could they maybe be waiting to use this money for Otani, right? You got to be thinking with Vlad Jr., Bo Bichette, you're probably thinking around maybe 45, 50 million combined, maybe more than that, to get those two locked up to extensions, or 45, 50 million per year. That's what Otani's going to cost, right? I'm kind of thinking, like, why haven't they extended those guys, right? And always remember this. It's not like the Blue Jays woke up 3 weeks ago and said, let's go after Shohei Ohtani. They've probably had this feeling for years now, right? This has probably been something on their radar for a long time, right? And you've seen these Blue Jays fans out there saying, why are we not extending Vlad? Why are we not extending Bichette? Because I personally think they're waiting to use that money for Ohtani, right? And then you worry about Vlad and Bichette after that, right? Because at least you know you got those guys locked up for the next couple of years. So that's what I think personally. When I started connecting the dots, I'm like, okay, all right, we got something there. And then, but then you were also seeing the trade rumors, right? Could you have maybe seen the possibility of Bo Bichette get traded? And the reason I speculate about that, because he has a lot of trade value, right? That guy can bring in a lot of pieces. So I personally think the Blue Jays do hang on to those guys because obviously with Otani and those guys, yeah, that's great. But I wonder next offseason, if they do end up landing Otani here, which I do think is going to happen, could you end up seeing movement on those two guys possibly? So we'll see. Let's move on here. So then we had Jon Morosi. Jon Morosi this morning. So let's take a listen with this.
Imminent and where? What do you know?
Good morning, gentlemen. Yes, this could be a very historic day in the pursuit of Shohei Ohtani. Yes, what I can say for certain is that the decision is imminent. Again, as I reported this morning, could happen as early as today. Now, we still do not know where. That part is still unconfirmed. As of the middle of this week, there were still 5 teams involved, we believe. I do know this, that in the last week since his visit to Dunedin, Florida on Monday, momentum has built for the Blue Jays.
All right, so that's what I just said a second ago. Once Ross Atkins moved his in-person media scrum to a Zoom meeting, and then Schneider rescheduled his media scrum for the next day, immediately alarm bells started going off in my head. I'm like, okay, it's not a very often that you reschedule these things, right? Because I was also thinking too, well, if they knew there was a meeting coming up, then they would have planned those media scrums for another time. To me, the fact that they rescheduled those at the last second, that made me think Otani's guys called them and said, hey, we would like to come see the facility. My bet is Otani and the Blue Jays had met prior at some point, and they kind of talked, they sat down, they broke bread, and they talked about things, right? I guarantee you that meeting in Dunedin was not the first meeting. I guarantee that was probably the second, maybe even the third, right? Because you don't just reschedule stuff like that, especially at the winter meetings. The winter meetings are very structured, right? Guys have their time slots for things. That doesn't happen very often, right? At least I can't think of a time. There probably has been some times, but not that I can think of. So the fact that they had to switch the meetings, whether, in person to Zoom or change the day completely, that to be said, this was probably not the first time they've met. And the fact that they had to reschedule, that said to me that Otani called them back and said, hey, I would like to come see the facility in Dunedin. I would like to come see the complex. It's state-of-the-art complex. They've rebuilt this whole, with their stadium in Toronto, they've rebuilt things, right? They've renovated things. But with what they've done in Dunedin, supposedly from everyone, it's just the most beautiful state-of-the-art complex that you've seen. It's very hyped up, right? So that's what I started thinking, right? And that's where the momentum started building, right? And I started just getting this weird feeling. And if you think of Toronto, right? You think of Toronto, you think of huge Japanese culture there, right? People don't really ever seem to say anything negative coming out of Blue Jay land. If you really think about it, there's never really a whole lot of negativity that's coming out, right? You're always, for the most part, hearing good things, right? And another big thing that I want to point out, and I've pointed this out in the last couple of nights, and I'm going to say it again. George Springer and Kevin Gausman are not Shohei Ohtani, but if you go back to their free agent classes, they were near the top of those markets. They were able to land those guys. Do you think that's an accident, right? Do you think that's really by accident? Those were top guys that they were able to land And once I kind of thought about that too, combined with all these other things, I'm like, you know what? They got a real shot here at Otani. This is, I was starting to believe it a little bit. And then you get back to the Dodger aspect, right? With the LA Dodgers. You kept hearing just all the time, Dodgers, 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 favorite, favorite, favorite. Like no-brainer, has to go to the Dodgers, right? To me, every time, I swear, every time I hear something like that about, a player, like this is the perfect landing spot for that player, doesn't go there, right? And that's where I felt like the more I heard the Dodgers, the more I started to not believe it, right? Unless something else came up, right? I was, a believer in it. Like, okay, well, they do check off all the boxes, so I'll stick with the Dodgers pick until something else maybe comes up. And this is what came up, the Toronto Blue Jays, right? So, also, John Morosi did point this out, and I actually had my own source today. I'm not going to say who. I did say with my own source, or my own source told me today, that most likely we are not going to see a formal announcement today. We could see, and this is coming from me, this is my own opinion here, I think we could see some kind of an informal announcement, right? Blue Jays, Otani have agreed pending the physical. That's what I think we could see today. But a formal announcement from the Blue Jays themselves, or if it ends up being another team, but I'm leaning very heavily right now with the Blue Jays, I don't think we're going to see anything formal from them until after the weekend, right? Because you have to remember here, and Morosi pointed this out today at 11:30 Eastern time, saying, remember the physical exam will be extensive for the record-setting contract. You have to remember that. You got to remember that here. Otani is, just coming off the surgery not too long ago, right? There is going to be a lot being looked into this, right? Especially with the arm. And I guarantee they already have a good idea of what things are going to look like. They already have a good idea of what this contract is probably going to look like. So who knows how much, anything new that possibly comes up, but they have to really look into this, especially when you're committing this much money, right? This astronomical projected amount of money. And I've even been seeing today, it could even get over 600 million. All right. That's the word that's maybe going around behind the scenes a little bit. And that was also what my source told me as well. So when you're committing that much money, yeah, you got to really take the time with the physical. You really got to look into all the MRIs. You got to look into all the past injuries. There's going to be a lot. And I don't think that is going to be done today. I don't see how it gets done today. It's a Friday. I just don't see, people have to live their own lives too, right? I know you got the team doctors and everything, right? But I think just from a human being point of view, I just don't see how they get it all done today, right? To me, I think he gets there today. Who knows? Maybe he takes the physical tonight. That's very possible. That could happen tonight, right? But I could imagine the Blue Jays are really going to take their time looking over everything. They're going to use the weekend to look over everything. And then that's when I see, and this is what my source told me, is that perhaps Monday we could see a formal announcement. Formal. I don't mean Jeff Passan, right? I mean something from the Blue Jays themselves. So keep that in mind, everyone. Keep that in mind. But we very well could see something from Passan or, Heyman or whoever tonight. So speaking of sources, we had this. This is where it started getting a little interesting. And this is where I was like, okay, I'm probably going to hop on and do a stream soon, right? We had something from JP Hornstra. And if you don't know who JP Hornstra is, right, he is with Dodgers Nation, right? He is one of the editors there. So, hey, over 18,000 followers. He is firmly entrenched in the Dodger game. He put out a tweet today along with an article. Shohei's choice is in. This is not a drill. So going to this, John Morosi. Just got something from John Morosi. We got something from John Morosi. Ladies and gentlemen, we got something. So it looks like that flight was for real. Shohei Ohtani is en route to Toronto today. A representative of his agency, CAA, would not comment when asked about Ohtani's travel plans. At this hour, Ohtani does not have a signed agreement. I do think Ohtani is going to Toronto to take the physical, and I think once that physical is passed, then everything will be signed. So, yeah, I think we all pretty much got it there, right? So if we were to go back to the flight, what the heck happened to the flight? We got to pull. Oh, there's the flight. So hold on. He's almost there, everyone. He's almost there. We're checking the flight. Checking the flight. Supposed to be landing at 4:30. He's getting close, everyone. He is getting close. This has to be Otani on this flight. So John Morosi confirming he is traveling, right? So looks like that's going to be him. But we'll keep an eye on any other updates. Let's get back to this article here. So this was a little earlier. So this came from JP Hornstra of Dodgers Nation. Shohei Ohtani to sign with the Toronto Blue Jays over the Dodgers, right? And then everyone kind of started being like, whoa, what's going on here? What's going on here? So after this, right, we had a couple of people go against this, right? But let's take a look at the article itself. The wait is over. Shohei Ohtani is signing with the Blue Jays. According to multiple sources who spoke with Dodgers Nation on Friday, the two-way superstar has ended the suspense of the most lucrative free agent pursuit in baseball history. A formal announcement is expected as early as tonight. So they're saying a formal announcement could be tonight. My source did say it could come after the weekend, but it very well could be tonight. Let's say he gets there, he gets off the plane, he goes and takes the physical, and maybe it ends up just being pretty quick. It could be, right? But if it is going to be an extensive physical, right, if they're really going to look into things, look over the MRIs and everything, who knows? Maybe they've already looked over that stuff. I don't know, right? But we could see something tonight. I'm not going to downplay that. So goes on to say here, Blue Jays executives have been encouraged throughout the negotiation process with the two-way superstar, privately counting their chances as good as any teams up to three finalists remained. Up until three finalists remained, themselves, the Dodgers, and the Angels. Those are my three finalists, right? I took the Cubs pretty much out of it. In my opinion, I actually wonder if I were to actually rank the Blue Jays, the Dodgers, and the Angels, I'd actually probably put the Angels maybe second, right? I wonder if maybe, I don't know, man. From what I've been told about the whole Dave Roberts thing, I've been told that they didn't like that, right? I've been told that he was not supposed to say that, right? And we all saw the reaction, from Andrew Friedman and all of them too. But I've been told by people that the Dodgers were really thrown off when Dave Roberts did that. So that is something to keep in mind. So I wonder if all of a sudden, because remember, Shohei, he said a big thing coming into this, right? And the Angels were telling all the teams, don't put anything out there. We want the privacy. We want our time, right? And we don't want anything getting out there. So I wonder if that really did something there. Because I don't know, man. We'll have to see how that all plays out. But to me, I've been very firm in telling all of you, don't count out the Angels, right? Now, I was thinking there's a good chance he could leave, but I was still going to wait until the end to count the Angels out. So personally, right now, I'd actually probably put the Angels ahead of the Dodgers, right? And the Blue Jays at number one. So going into this article a little further, the news comes as a major disappointment for the Dodgers, who made Otani the focal point of their offseason plans. They met with Otani in person last Friday in LA before Otani held his meeting with the Blue Jays. It is not believed that Dave Roberts' public confirmation of the meeting had any role in persuading Otani to choose Toronto. And I'll say that as well. I don't think that was the big thing, right? That probably was a little like, wow, really? He actually said that? To me, I probably think he was leaning one way already. And once Dave Roberts came out and maybe said that, I don't think it helped. I think we can all look at it from that way. Maybe it didn't do anything to hurt their chances, but it definitely didn't help their chances by any means. So that is something to think about. So after this article came out today from JP Hornstra, we saw a lot of backlash over it. But my first initial reaction was, this guy's with the Dodgers, right? It's different if he was one of the Blue Jays guys, right? Different if he was one of the Blue Jays writers. But he's with the Dodgers, right? He writes about the Dodgers. So to me, the fact that he's putting out something about the team that is also trying to get Otani, right? To me, it's like, why would he put something out against the team that's trying to get the player that they're also trying to get? To me, I found it pretty realistic when I saw it, but I just think we all needed a little more confirmation, and that's when we saw Ben Nicholson-Smith. He came out a little after saying, source tells me and Shi Davidi, there is at present no decision made by Shohei Ohtani, nor is there a timeline for a decision. Blue Jays are a finalist. We'll see where it leads. He also goes on to say, just because there's no final agreement with the Blue Jays now doesn't mean there won't be one. Blue Jays have been pushing all in for Ohtani, and there's clearly mutual interest. As of this moment, though, there's no final decision made. So that's where we are. That's where we are with Shohei Ohtani. We did just get something by John Morosi about 7 minutes ago. Shohei Ohtani is en route to Toronto today, and that has to be this flight. I think it's hilarious that you can actually see the flight just like moving. That's so funny to me. I love that. God, technology these days. It's wonderful. But he's closing in on Toronto, everyone. Closing in. Supposed to be a 4:29 Eastern Standard Time landing. And I got to think we're going to be hearing something pretty shortly after that. So I'm here to hang out. I'm here to spend the next however long with you. Let's see. I know there's some other streams out there, so we're definitely battling against some of the other streams when it comes to the viewership. So if you can, everyone, hit that like button for me. That really helps with the algorithm. So we had a super chat coming in. Maury's Life, $1.99. Thank you for that, Maury's Life. Morosi, we just saw Morosi not too long ago. I do have my feed open, so let's see. What else we got here? What else we got? I think did we have another super chat come in? Nope. All right, so we got that one earlier. But everyone, I want to thank you all for stopping by today. I know I'm a little late to the party here, but to me, I just kind of wanted to wait until we actually got some more concrete information. It just felt a little, I don't know. It just felt a little to just go live at like 10 o'clock this morning. It was like, I don't know. So, what do we got going on here in the chat? We're paying attention to Otani's flight right now. San Francisco Giants soul, please just be a visit. Nah, he's not going there to just visit, my friend. He's not going there just to visit. That is, he's going there to take his physical. So, sorry, my friend. I am sorry. Cubs fans, I am sorry. I know. Chris, Otani still in L.A. Morosi isn't the best source. I disagree with that. I think this is him. I personally think this is him. I'm sorry, my friend. I think this is him. Wall Street Money, how many years? Who knows? I'm very curious to see what this contract is going to look like. Very, very curious. I don't know. So, but yeah, Hayden Harris, you make a really good point there in the chat. Can't wait to see the moves that happen after. Yeah, I agree. Like, let's get this show on the road. Hey, let's get this Shohei on the road, right? I want to start seeing some other moves here on free agency, right? ZC Studios, $650 million might be the money, to be honest. Listen, at this point, I'm not going to be surprised. I wonder what the Blue Jays offered. Really? I mean, honestly, I'm starting to think it actually could be a really big amount, right? Because if they really wanted to look serious to Otani in the first place, I think they probably had to jump out with a big number. I think they had to, right? You know, the Dodgers, they were probably offering a huge amount, right? But I think for the Blue Jays, considering, I don't know, in my opinion, who knows what Otani thinks here, but in my opinion, I just think with the way it's been going for the Blue Jays in the last couple of years, they haven't been able to get over that hump. Farm system, it's I wouldn't say it's bad, but it's not what it was at one point a few years ago, right? You had a lot of young talent coming up for them, and their farm system now ranks 25th on Baseball America. So However, though, when you look at some of the reports that came out with Otani, when you look at some of those reports, there was something from mid-season from someone that was in the Angels clubhouse saying that he liked the idea of either playing with the Dodgers or even playing in Toronto, right? And there was also a report out there that he didn't see himself playing in New York. That was something. So, I mean, honestly, when you really think about it in Toronto, I just think when you compare LA to Toronto, I just think he's going to have a bit more privacy there, right? Toronto doesn't really come off to me as a place that, like LA, yeah, sure, it's California is going to be very laid back. But when I think of, being right there in LA, right, you got Hollywood right there, right? That's a lot of stuff going on there. I think he probably saw with Toronto, it's a bit more of a quieter place, right? And people will respect his privacy there, right? It's not going to be like LA where people are really just, they're wanting you to do anything and everything over there. Try to get him to do movies and, commercials and TV shows. To me, Toronto just seems to make a lot of sense when it comes to his lifestyle, right? There will definitely be the media opportunities there. He's going to be the face, right? He's going to be that superstar. And no disrespect to some of these guys like Vlad and Bo and Springer and Gosman, and some of these guys, but they're nowhere near Otani, right? The Blue Jays wanted that superstar player. The Dodgers, they already have their superstar player in Mookie Betts, right? That's their guy. You got Freeman there as well. So Blue Jays needed a guy like that, right? And especially when it comes to like all the marketing opportunities, that's going to be their guy. It feels like a really good fit, in my opinion, when you think of Otani and Toronto, right? I mean, look at how big, a guy like Drake is out there. Think about Drake. He loves Toronto, right? He loves being out there, right? Anytime he talks about Toronto, he loves it. And look how big of a star Drake is. And that's a guy, you don't really ever seem to hear anything negative coming from him, right? And it seems like he can kind of just be the star that he is, and he can just live his life out there, right? We're over 900 people. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Jay Swaggy, $5 super chat. I'm guessing 8 years, $485 for Otani's contract. I've speculated. I have speculated if it could be a shorter deal than what we've been thinking, right? I wonder if that's what it could end up being. I don't know. But the more I think about it, though, I don't know. I think it really could go either way. I think you could see a shorter deal possibly, because we had heard that with Otani, that he was open to the idea of doing a shorter deal. We'll have to see. Could it be the long, the 12-year, possibly, who knows, maybe 13 years, right? He's 29 years old now, so I would think maybe you're looking more like a 10 or an 11-year deal. I don't know. My guess, I mean, if it were me at this point, I'm thinking, I don't know, man. I think you could really see 11 years like 605, right? I think you could maybe see like $55 million per year. I'm really starting to think that. And you can, or maybe perhaps it ends up being like an AAV of maybe like 50. Maybe it ends up being like 11 for 550. And then maybe there could be around maybe $50 million worth of incentives, right? That's what I could see, right? That could push it over 600. I'm going to guess it's going to be under 600 for the guaranteed contract, right? But I think the incentives, options, maybe put at the end of it, could push it above 600. That's what I'm guessing. Everyone, if you can, hit that like button for me. We got over 300 likes so far. Thank you so much. The like goal was 200, and it looks like we have blown by that. So I appreciate you all stopping by and supporting the show. What else we got here? Brendan DH, how you doing, my friend? What's up, Robbie? How you doing, my man? Love how we're tracking the flight. We got the flight right in front of us. This reminds me of Dice K back in 2006, because I felt like I was doing the same exact thing. I was sitting at my computer. I was looking at the flight. I was checking all over the interwebs, Boston Herald, Boston Globe, checking every sort of update that we could get. Because it wasn't what it was now back in 2006. It was definitely different. Dylan Martinez, Robbie, should I drive to the airport and see him? Go for it. Can you be our reporter on the ground? Can you be our guy? Go on the ground. Go get your binoculars. I'm not sure how far away you'll be from the landing spot, but man, be our guy, man. You can be our reporter on the ground. I mean, my goodness. Jack McCurry, $4.99. If I was Otani and already having multiple Tommy John surgeries, take the long-term deal. I agree, and Jack, and that's where I could see that argument too. I could also see the other argument where it could be the short-term deal to where he can prove that he is still good to go when it comes to the pitching side of things. And who knows, 2025, he pitches great. He's still hitting great. But then I also wonder at that point, because, he's going to be a couple years older at that point. I wonder if it's going to end up maybe kind of being around the same thing. I think a team would rather just have him take a long-term deal and figure out the pitching side of things, right? I'm very curious about the pitching side of things. Very curious. So what else we got here? Little E, now tracking a white Bronco. Oh, no, you can't do that. No, this is Shohei Ohtani. This isn't O.J. Simpson. This is not the same thing. Chase, did he sign with someone? He might be signed with the Blue Jays. No big deal. Little E, Dave Roberts to the Oklahoma City Dodgers. Dude, I'm actually a little worried about Dave Roberts, to be honest with you. Because I honestly don't think Dave Roberts did, really necessarily anything wrong. But, people are going to get onto him, man. It's going to take him a little bit for him to get by that. Because that's just how people are, right? People like to look for the scapegoat. And unfortunately for Dave Roberts, I'll always love Dave Roberts. Always. To me, Dave Roberts will long live in Red Sox infamy. And I do feel kind of bad, to be honest with you. I do feel kind of bad. What is going on here? We're getting close, everyone. My goodness. We are getting close. We are 10 minutes away, everyone. 10 minutes away from the landing. Who is Adam Seaborn? Adam Seaborn. Who the heck is that? Adam Seaborn. We're getting something from Adam Seaborn. Who is that? Okay, someone in Toronto. Press conference. 6 p.m.? Press conference at 6 p.m. We got a little something from Adam Seaborn here. Oh, my goodness. Adam Seaborn is reporting. Hold on a second. Let me pump the brakes just a little bit. This is a real account, right? Hold on a second. I'm going to pump the brakes. I know he's verified. Listen, I just want to make sure, man. There's all the, you never know who's real and not real. I've never heard of Adam Seaborn, and I just saw only 6,000 followers. Can anyone confirm to me if Adam Seaborn is a guy? Is that a guy? I need confirmation from someone in this chat. I don't know. I'm pumping the brakes there. I thought I saw a bigger following at first. He is followed by Blue Jays Today. Blue Jays Today, they are the Blue Jays guys that you want to follow. Okay, he's a guy? All right, I just want to make sure, everyone. I don't want to be putting out anything. Unfortunately, I'm not familiar with all the Blue Jays people. If you got a Red Sox guy for me, I can tell you if that guy's a good one to follow. We got something here, everyone. Adam Seaborn is reporting that there's a press conference at 6 p.m. with Otani and the Blue Jays. We got a little something here brewing, everyone. We got something brewing. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Everyone, if you can, share the show anywhere you can. We're going to try and get as many people as we can in here because we might be having a press conference to watch not too long from now. I'm actually going to post the I'm going to post the link for the show here. I'm actually posting the link under Adam Seaborn's post. I know that might come off that I'm looking for clicks, but hey, we're trying to get the show out there, everyone. Everyone, it looks like we might have something here. Abdullah Patel, Robbie, I just saw a plane outside and I waved. Oh, man. Blue Jays fans, listen, I hate this. I hate this as a Red Sox fan. I can't stand it. But I am happy for you guys, man. I am glad. I'm happy for you, man. This is a big one. You don't ever really get a player like this. This is massive. The Red Sox, the Yankees, we've had our legends come on through. This is a big one for the Toronto Blue Jays, man. It's a big one. What else we got here? Drew Blackwell, thank you for becoming a member for the 20th straight month. Greatly appreciate that. We got a super chat from Ambriox Acevedo, $5 super chat. Won't this handicap Toronto for the future? Well, let's go look at Toronto. Let's go look at Toronto here. Let's go look at the payroll. I don't think so. I feel like actually for the Blue Jays, it's going to be fine, right? Because you got to remember with the Blue Jays, Rogers Communications owning the Blue Jays, right? That's a huge media company for them, right? So if you're looking at the current contracts, they're estimated for 203 right now. So let's just ballpark number for Otani. You're probably looking at, let's just say $50 million per year, right? So add 50 to this, that's going to be 253. Eventually, Kikuchi, hey, Otani and Kikuchi, is that a big deal for this whole thing, right? And that was another thing. Kikuchi, supposedly, let me pull up that report, right? I completely forgot to mention that one. You say Kikuchi reserves an entire upscale sushi restaurant. This is hilarious to me. I even put something else about this today. I thought this was funny. This is another thing, everyone. Listen, I'm just saying. Clarence Frazier, this got 2 million views. 2 million views. And this was one of the most hilarious responses I've ever seen in my entire life. Spencer. Let me just read the tweet. Okay, he said, you say Kikuchi reserves an entire upscale sushi restaurant near Rogers Center for tonight. Reservation made for 50-plus people. Make of it what you will. And then Spencer saying here, this was a surprise party for his wife. Thanks a lot. Oh, man. Spencer killed me with that one. That was 10 out of 10 response. But that was another thing. You say Kikuchi reserving an entire freaking sushi restaurant today. So, getting back to the payroll, answering the super chat, right? Yeah, let's just throw $50 million for the AAV for the payroll next year. You're at $253. Yeah, you're going to be going over that luxury tax for next year. I'd imagine they're probably going to add another piece or two this offseason, I would think. You do have Danny Jansen coming up for arbitration, Trevor Richards. That's not a ton of money combined, but that's what makes me think, what happens with Vlad Jr. in a couple of years? Because you got Vlad coming off the books. I wonder if he ends up just going elsewhere because they have not entertained an extension for him, which I do think personally, I think the Otani thing has been a reason for that, and no one has really noticed that. I mean, why would anyone notice that, right? I guarantee you the Blue Jays have been thinking about Otani for like 3 years now, at least. I guarantee if there is actually a press conference today, like Adam Seaborn is reporting, I guarantee they say something during that press conference that says, who knows, maybe they even say something like, no, we've had our eyes on Otani since he came over to Major League Baseball. I guarantee something like that. All right, so we got like 3 minutes until the flight lands. Did he land? Oh, he's landed. Oh, Otani has landed. It's a done deal. He is in Toronto. Oh, man. He landed 3 minutes ago. I was yapping and blabbering over here. Otani has landed, everyone. Oh, man. Business is about to pick up, like good old JR used to say in the WWF. Oh, man. It's over, everyone. Otani is in Toronto. Is anyone on the ground? Is anyone in the chat in Toronto right now? You got your binoculars? Are you at the airport looking outside the fence? Anyone got anything for me? Oh, man. Abdullah, Robbie, I'm at the airport looking for Shohei. Oh, man. Shohei Otani has landed, everyone. Well, hold on a second. Now it says landing at 4:29. Oh, hold on. This just changed. Oh, man. The drama is building, everyone. The drama is building. Gonna have to wait and see. But this is a big development right here. Adam Seaborn press conference, 6 p.m., 90 minutes from now. Well, 93 minutes from now. Oh, man. I will tell you this right now. I will absolutely at least play the audio. I will play the audio for it. I might not play the video if this actually is real. Listen, James, I appreciate this, James. James saying to Adam here, no way he gets from Pearson to the Rogers Center in 90 minutes during Friday rush hour. This is Shohei Ohtani. They will clear the roads. They will move everyone out of the way. Everyone, excuse me, Shohei Ohtani is coming through. They'll put him in a freaking helicopter and go put him over there. I don't know how the heck they do that. They will get that man. Do you think rush hour is going to stop the next legend of Toronto baseball? Absolutely not. Get out of here. Exactly. Christian A, police escort. They did a police escort for Doug Mirabelli back in 2006. If Doug Mirabelli could get a police escort from the airport, from the Logan, Shohei Ohtani's going to get a police escort with all the snacks that he wants. He'll probably have some gourmet sushi in that police escort. James, stop it. No way he gets from the Pearson to the Rogers Center in 90 minutes. Get out of here. It's Shohei Ohtani. What are you talking about? Oh, Shohei Ohtani is in the chat, everyone. Just landed on my way to the press conference. Wall Street money. Do the Jays need pitching? I mean, really, honestly, listen. Yeah, you could always use some more pitching, but honestly, I feel like their rotation is pretty set. You have a good rotation. Yeah, you need more out of Alek Manoah. To me, if you get Alek Manoah back on track, that is your free agent acquisition, right? Getting him turned around is going to be the cheapest option possible. We'll see what they can do. Nick Kowal. Oh, no. Breaking news. Everybody on the plane started clapping, stood up at the same time. Oh, I hate that. Am I the only one that hates the clapping? Are you a clapper? Are you a clapper on planes, everybody? We got 1,000 people in here. Are you a clapper when the plane lands? I'm one of those. I actually respect this. It's so funny. I'm telling you, this is what when you're on the flight, when you're on your next flight, I want you to notice this, and you probably already have noticed this. Look for the person right when you land. There's always like one person that just bolts to the front, right? He's in the back, and this dude is like running, or maybe it's a ma'am, right? They're running to the front. There's always that one. I always laugh at that person. I always think it's so funny. We got 1,100 people in this chat. Everyone, thank you for giving our stream a chance today. Thank you for that. Man, oh man, because I know we have other streams out there right now, and I know it's pretty tough competition out there on the algorithm. So I do want to thank you for giving me a chance and stopping by. I do appreciate it. Michael J. Robbie, we're screwed, and the Yankees and the Blue Jays will be the least of our problems if the Orioles get sold to Steve Cohen's cousin. I saw some stuff about the Orioles. I saw some stuff coming out. What was going on with the Orioles? I did see some things. Let me go to the notifications here. Yeah, I agree with you. Foxborough, we need Yamamoto. The Red Sox need freaking Yamamoto, man. They absolutely need the guy. Like, good grief. They need Yamamoto. They need Yamamoto more than ever now. Oh my God! But everyone, I want you to imagine this. Ooh, close your eyes. Close your eyes. You want Well, I guess Yankee fans could say this too. You want Yamamoto to go to the Red Sox or the Yankees because imagine all the battles between Yamamoto and Shohei Ohtani. Oh, that's entertainment right there, folks. You want Yamamoto versus Ohtani. That's amazing. That's amazing. All right, so let me go back here. Where are all? Here we go. So what do we got? Also, I'm gonna text my guy and see if he's got anything for us. One second, everyone. Let's see. I got a guy on the front lines. Let's see if he has anything. 1 second. All right, I'm gonna see if he writes back. So, all right. So this is what we got here. All right. So this is what I saw earlier. I know this is Otani watch. I'm sorry, everyone, but we do got some other. Oh, hold on. He just wrote back. Nothing. We got nothing. He just said nada. We got nothing. If you all heard the ding, he said nada. All right, so we're waiting for Otani. The flight landed. I'm guessing that guy is getting a police escort right now. I would imagine. I can't believe someone said, do you really think he's going to get stuck in rush hour traffic? Rush hour traffic, schmush hour traffic. Get out of here. It's Shohei Ohtani. Andy Koska. Orioles chairman and CEO John Angelos called Maryland Governor Wes Moore on Thursday night to reiterate that the Angelos family does not intend to sell their majority stake in the Orioles. Two sources with direct knowledge of the call tell the Baltimore Banner. Okay. All right. So we did see some word that the Orioles were going to be sold, right? So anyway, back to Otani. Adam Seaborn says there's a press conference at 6 p.m. Says there's a press conference at 6 p.m. I mean, we're going to be here for a bit, folks. We're going to be here for a bit. I haven't eaten that much today. I'm going to be starving later. I'm going to be dying. Here we go. Jason, how you doing, my friend? $4.99. My Giants, once again, are going to finish with nobody. I put out a tweet. I don't know how long ago. Who knows when I put out this tweet? I can't remember. I told you, I said the Giants need to stop going for the big fish because they just don't land the big fish. Kevin Youkilis was actually, if you all remember Kevin Youkilis, one of my favorite players of all time. Here's the problem with the Giants. And listen, I'm not trying to get, any bit political or anything like that. I'm just giving you the facts, right? Kevin Youkilis was saying this on the Name Redacted podcast like a day or two ago. With Jared Carabas and all them. Kevin Youkilis lives out there. And I've known this too. My brother used to live... Oh. Nope, still nothing. My brother used to live out near Oakland, right? So he was right near San Francisco. And he would tell me just the quality of San Francisco, especially right near the stadium, the quality was just getting worse and worse and worse and worse. And on top of that, you have very high taxes, right? I know the taxes in Toronto are high too. I'm not sure exactly the difference, so I can't really dive into that. But the Giants, the one thing the Giants are going to always have to do, and Kevin Youkilis said this the other day too, which I thought was really interesting. He said that agents, usually how they work, right? They always have like a big spreadsheet with a whole bunch of numbers, right? And there's always going to be differences with the teams with what they have to offer, right? Whether like a certain percentage increase, right? Not just because of taxes, but it could be based off of, competitiveness and whatnot, but also state taxes and stuff like that. The Giants are always going to have to overpay for a guy. And I wonder if that is something that holds them back slightly. I could be wrong. I'm speculating. But that is something with the Giants, right? The Rangers are in such a good position because they have no state tax, right? So they can just offer a good flat rate, and there's going to be no state income tax, right? So that's something you always have to pay attention to. And I wonder would the Giants combine the tax thing with just the quality of the city, unfortunately, going down over the last several years. And I went to I'll be honest with you, I went to San Francisco back in 2016. Listen, no disrespect I'm not gonna lie. There were some parts like my brother. He had to, because he had to do something for work that day, and he dropped me off in San Francisco. I was by myself. I was by my lonesome, right? I was how old? I think I was like 23, 24, 25, 25, I think. By my lonesome. No idea where I am. I'm walking around San Francisco. I'm going to be honest with you. There were a couple of parts in San Francisco. If anyone is from San Francisco here, the exact location that I'm thinking of, there's a big Old Navy right there. Does anyone know what I'm talking about in San Fran? A giant Old Navy. I don't know if it's still there or not, but when I was around that part, I'm not going to lie, it was like just, I was a little scared, to be honest with you. I did not know what the heck. There was like, I'm sorry, like I know it's sad, but like there was a lot of homeless people on that street. People were like screaming for like food and stuff like that. It was like uncomfortable, man. And I was like, I don't know where the heck I am right now. I'm going to go into this giant Old Navy. I think it was like there was like 2 floors or like 3 floors in that Old Navy, right? If I'm thinking about it correctly. And I just spent like the next like hour in that store. So I don't go back out there. But yeah, unfortunately for San Francisco, it just hasn't really been great. And, you know, just answering your super chat, yeah, I know it's tough. It's tough for the Giants, right? But this is kind of what it's come down to with the Giants. I think they could land Bellinger, right? And I think they could land Chapman, but we'll see. We'll see. We got a notification coming in. Non-Otani news. The Tigers sign Anthony Bemboon. Come on, Rosenthal. Come on. Goodness. Here we go. But Jason, yeah. Bader, Hoskins, Giolito. Yeah, I think that's what it's going to end up having to be. All right, guys like that. But I think you could get Bellinger. I think that's possible. Remixed, $4.99 super chat, one of our members. I love the drama of the plane watch, but wouldn't Otani have a private jet? That's what I actually didn't confirm that today. Was that Otani's? I guess they just rented it, or they just had, that was someone else's? You would think Otani would have his own jet, right? Oh, wait, what just happened? Oh, no. Everyone, the tracking is gone. I know he's already landed, but that just means that it is over. It's kaput. He is in Toronto. You cannot track it anymore. Nick Wall. I'm not trying to say that. I'm not trying to say that. San Fran, man. San Francisco, honestly, go back years. One of the greatest cities out there, man. There were some really cool parts of San Francisco. I do remember walking around. There was some pretty cool spots. Where were we? Yeah, but Remix, good question. You would think Otani would have something, but now that he's going to be getting all this money, I think Otani gets his own jet. He has to, man. If I'm getting $600 million, yeah, first thing I'm going to get is a private jet. Are you kidding me? Professionally certified hater. I just love the name and I love the logo. $4.99. This is like a perfect super chat to me. Because the name you have, the picture, and then the first thing you say is, I hate Dave Roberts. I don't know why this makes me laugh. As a New York Met fan, I wanted LA to get Otani or they'll become another massive buyer for Yamamoto. That's another big thing to think about here. Roberts couldn't keep his mouth shut. I do think the Roberts thing, to be completely honest with you, I really do think that was not a big thing. Like I don't think it hurt them, but it didn't help them, if that makes sense, right? If Otani probably looked at that and was like, "Oh man, really? Did you really just do that, dude?" Blake, $1.99. I do think it's weird we were tracking a plane. It is weird in a way. Whatever. We're all baseball fans here. We're all just looking for some fun. We're all just looking to spend our Fridays. We could be doing anything right now. We could be out getting some exercise right now, maybe cooking a nice steak, doing anything. But I like that we're using our Friday night for Otani watch. I like that. Maury's Live, $1.99. I'll take Sean. I did it. I was like, what? Oh, wait. Sean Otani. Sean Otani. Sean Otani, you are a San Francisco Giant. Gabe Hunkin, $4.99. I'm not trying to switch sports, but I refuse to believe the Giants can't land big fish argument when the Niners and the Dubs have had. Yeah, no, you make a good point. I find that curious, right? I find that interesting, right? From sport to sport, right? It's interesting because the Warriors, they're one of the most, what's the word I'm looking for? One of the most lucrative franchises in the world. Like, look at how good the Golden State Warriors have gotten over the past 10 years, especially when you look at their value as a franchise. They're one of the top franchises in all of sports now. All right, so you make a good point there. And the 49ers, right? They've definitely gotten some guys before. It's just interesting how the Giants, why do the Giants have that bit of an issue? I think they get someone. I think they get someone this offseason. I think it ends up being Otani. Or, no, God, my brain doesn't work. I think it ends up being Bellinger. What do we got here? The Botch guy. $2.79 Canadian. Just wanted to show some support, good energy. Oh, the Botch guy. Oh, you do the wrestling stuff. The Botch guy, right? You do the wrestling stuff, right? I've been out of wrestling for a little bit. You are the wrestling guy. Dude, I watched your stuff so many times. Your stuff is hilarious, man. That's awesome. The Botch guy is here, man. Hey, you're right. You live in Canada. Hey, that's awesome, man. Good day for you. Hey, thank you for stopping by. I appreciate the support, man. Appreciate the support. Oh, man. Now you want to get me back into the, really back into wrestling. It's almost WrestleMania season. Actually, the Royal Rumble, I might be going to the Royal Rumble. Haven't fully decided. I'm like an hour and a half away from Tampa. So I might go to the Royal Rumble. CM Punk, man. CM Punk. All of a sudden, we're talking about wrestling. We're just talking about wrestling all of a sudden. Goodness gracious. But CM Punk, man, that was crazy. And to be honest with you, I kind of thought to myself, if there was one way CM Punk would come back, that's exactly the way I visualized it, right? Wouldn't come out and like interrupt a match or anything like that. Everything would be out, go off the air almost. And then he just walks out right at the end. It just felt very CM Punkish, if that makes sense. So, Jose Rojas, favorite wrestler of all time. I mean, I loved The Rock, man. I love The Rock. Like, The Rock was so funny in the early 2000s. Oh, my God. That guy killed me. Austin was hilarious, though. Stone Cold Steve Austin, that dude had some really funny moments. There was one in the late 90s. I remember, like, The Undertaker. He had, like, this, I think he was, like, with the corporate ministry, I think is what it was called. And he had, like, all these druids or whatever. And, like, Stone Cold and The Undertaker were in a rivalry. And I will always remember that Stone Cold was dressed up as one of the druids. And he just, like, popped out. And he started just hitting the crap out of The Undertaker. And you just hear good old JR just on commentary say, oh, man. Austin's a druid. It just killed me. Oh, my God. That was so funny. I always remember that. And Kurt Angle. Always loved the milk truck. That was so funny. The milk truck was amazing. I remember watching that. I was like, I think I was 10 years old. And my dad, every Monday night, I always stayed up late to watch wrestling. And always, like, my dad would come up to my room and be like, dude, what are you doing? You got to go to bed. And, like, I would always just, like, wait for him to close the door. I would lay under my covers for, like, a minute. And then I would sneak back out of my bed and go put my TV on. So I remember the milk truck thing. That was so funny. Always loved that. But let's get to CRAZ951. Vince McMahon. That was a good one. Vince McMahon versus God. That was a funny one. But let's get back to Otani here. We got 1,200 people in the chat. 1,200 people in the chat. Adam Seaborn. The last thing that we got, and I haven't really seen any pushback with this, when it comes to the Adam Seaborn report, he's saying there was a 6 p.m. press conference. I really hope so. That would be amazing. Let's see. Anything here? course, foolish baseball. Gotta put something out there. Okay, I'll bite. What's an airplane? We haven't really gotten anything substantial. And anyone, if there is like any accounts that I'm not aware of, let me know, right? Because I'm definitely not following a lot of, like, Adam Seaborn. I had no idea who this guy was, right? So definitely, if you see anything out there that is a credible source, right? Please don't give me like joke kind of stuff. I don't want that. Anything credible that I'm not aware of, unfortunately, I'm not aware of everything out there. So if there is a guy, let me know. What do we got? I am still waiting. I'm going to text my guy. One second, everyone. All right. I sent out something to my dude, and let's see if he comes through with anything. He's been on the phones. He's been texting with people back and forth. He gave me a thumbs up. I said, if there's anything good that you can report, let me know. And he gave me the thumbs up. What do we got? A couple super chats coming in. Box Guy, thank you so much. Don't know if you're still here, but thank you for stopping by. Ben Lowry, $4.99. Got two J's open today. Tickets at 8, thanks to Ballcap Jim. Hold on, what are you saying here, Ben? Got two J's open. Oh, I see what you're saying. Got two Blue Jays opening day tickets at 8, thanks to Jim of Ballcap. If you guys in Toronto don't let me resell because of the Otani news, you can have one of the solo $100 tickets. Hey man, I would love to go see Otani. I would absolutely love to go see Otani, man. Ben Lowry, thank you for the super chat. Nick, $2 super chat. James on the Seaborn tweet makes a good point. I talked about this a little earlier, Nick. Sure, yes, it does make sense. My personal thing is like, dude, like, you're going to find a way around that traffic if it's the Toronto Blue Jays and Shohei Ohtani. But I could be wrong. What is this? Syntheside? What does this name say? Syntheside. $5 super chat. So, is it looking like Shohei Ohtani? I can't wait for the flood of free agent signings after all this is over. Loving the coverage. Keep up the good work. I appreciate it, my friend. Yeah, no, I am very excited for stuff to just start happening, right? Yamamoto, I think, is going to be a little similar to this. I don't think it's going to be as crazy, but I think you're going to see a level similar to this, right? It's going to be big when Yamamoto signs, right? It's going to be big. Now, I see a lot of you saying, with Yamamoto here in the chat, I see One King Yankee fan, Kieran Joe, Yamamoto to the Yankees, Yamamoto to the Dodgers. I do wonder what happens here with the Dodgers, right? And not just the Dodgers, the Cubs. It sounds like the Cubs, they were probably out of this like more than a few days ago, right? Jed Hoyer, he was basically, he ran up to Bob Nightingale in the lobby at the winter meetings, and he was giving him some stone cold stunners, maybe a rock bottom in there as well. But it kind of felt like maybe at that point, the Cubs were probably out. To me, I just feel like Bob Nightingale's, sure, say what you will about Bob, but like, I feel like he's not going to put that out there if it's not true, Mag, $2 super chat. I missed your first super chat. Oh no. Hold on, let me pull this up. I'm so sorry. Hold on, I got it pulled up right here. We actually have to update the like goal. Let's update the like goal. Let's do this. Like goal. Let's update this. We got 500 likes. Wow, you guys are amazing. Can we get to 1,000? Can we get to 1,000 likes? Why not? Let's do it, everyone. Let's do it. If you like my potato face enough, let's get that like goal going. All right, we got 500 already. Let's see if we can get to 1,000. Let me put the new poll up. This is the kind of the way I've been doing these now. Can we get to 1,000 likes? So far, my potato face has done enough to get the 500. Can we get 1,000? Let's see. But Mag, so sorry about the super chat. Let me see what that was. Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry, Mag. I completely missed this. $10. Thank you so much for that. They could do a 10-plus year deal, but he can have an opt-out after the second, third season, allowing himself to gauge his own market to see if he can sign another monster deal. Best of a short and long-term deal. I think you're on the right track there, because we have been seeing more of those contracts, right? We have definitely been seeing more of these structures, right? Especially in the last few years. We've definitely seen them, right? And I think this could end up being something, right? Because we have seen with Otani, according to reports, that he is open, to these kind of structures, right? Maybe even a shorter deal to where he can go back out onto the market. I would think for the Blue Jays, and this is another thing too, I talked about this a little earlier too. I think with the Blue Jays, they probably have to do something like this to maybe get Otani's attention a little bit more. I'm just speculating, right? But I think that is something they have to sweeten this pot as much as possible, in my opinion, right? I mean, any team, right? But I think the team that is willing to go the furthest in terms of the money and the contract structure, right? We all talk about like the environment to play in and stuff like that too, but I really do think it's not just about the money, but it's about the structure of the contract too. So if they give him that opt-out, right? Because remember, the agent, it's not just Otani looking for the contract, right? It's the agent too, right? The agent's trying to give him the best possible deal too, right? Got to remember, the agent gets paid, right? So the agent, if he's thinking, all right, we can throw this opt-out in, Otani, he can go back out onto the market, which at this point, my God, I can't do this Otani stuff anymore. But if he does go back out into the market, the agent, he's setting himself up for an even bigger payday at some point, right? So you have to think about it from that point too. So that's just my opinion. I don't know what the heck I'm talking about most of the time, but I think you're on the right track there, because we have been seeing a lot of these opt-outs being put in. We'll see, right? Someone like Bryce Harper didn't do that. All right, he wanted to stay with, wherever he signed for the long haul. So does he go the Bryce Harper route, or does he possibly go the opt-out route? We'll have to see. But it is almost 5 o'clock. I'm going to be here for a while. New Adam Seaborn tweet. What is Adam Seaborn saying? Rumor mill is hot. Give more details, Adam. Where are you at? Give more details. He's saying the rumor mill is hot. What does that mean? I don't know what this means. The last thing he said was that we have a press conference at 6. I hope we have a press conference. I hope we have a press conference. My goodness. Please give us a press conference. I need it. I need all the tea. I might not be, if it is an actual press conference, if we do see something, I will show it. I don't know, though. It depends, because I don't want to get hit with copyright stuff. So if it's through like their network or something, then yeah, probably not going to do it. But I could probably play the audio. Who knows if there even is a press conference? I don't know. Like nothing's even being announced, right? But that tweet is getting a lot of traction right now. That's getting a lot of traction. Look at the views on this tweet. 700,000 views already. And that's been up for not even an hour. That's crazy. Ben Lowry, $1.99. Will the Red Sox throw the bag at Snell and Montgomery? Dude, I think they're going to throw the bag at Yamamoto. I'm getting that feeling, man. Go look at this tweet that I put out earlier. I know we're talking Otani right now. Don't hate me. Don't hate me. But this is what I was speculating about Yamamoto. Right? Or are these the people at the restaurant right now waiting around the corner for Otani to show up? I always love this picture. It always makes me laugh. But I put this. Look at the notable moves that the Red Sox have made whenever they've gotten pressure or, missing the playoffs, right? So I put this out earlier. Remember, go back to 2007, right? They signed Dice K. They got J.D. Drew. But the big difference, it wasn't that they just got Dice K. It was not just because they missed the playoffs, but they really needed some top-of-the-rotation pitching, right? If you go back, Josh Beckett had a really bad year in 2006, right? The Red Sox, remember, they brought him over. Everyone was hyped. And Beckett, he had to adjust that first season with the Red Sox. He was not very good, right? He had a couple of good starts, but he, for the most part, was not very good in 2006. Then they went and got Dice K, right? They needed pitching to go with Beckett. And Beckett was amazing in 2007. So, just saying. The Red Sox, they have gotten a guy from Japan before when they desperately needed it, right? Remember Adrian Gonzalez, the Carl Crawford moves. Those obviously didn't work out. Remember before 2013, 2011, 2012, disaster years. They went and got Napoli, Victorino, Gomes, Drew, Dempster, Uehara, right? 2015, Pablo, Hanley. Obviously, those didn't work out. But remember, they let John Lester go. Stupid. But they did get David Price. They opened the checkbook. This is what I'm saying, man. I think they definitely could just go to the Yankees, the Mets, Dodgers, Cubs, whatever. I really think the Red Sox are going to open the checkbook for Yamamoto. I really do. I think they will go wherever they need to go to get Yamamoto. I've seen this before with the Red Sox. John Henry, he is one of those guys when he feels like his reputation is being poked at a little bit. That dude basically just says, all right, watch this, right? I think he opens the checkbook. That's just me. I could be wrong, though. I think they will at the very least, they will go very hard for Yamamoto. They might not get him, but I think they will try their very best. But we are waiting. We are waiting for any sort of update. The man has landed. But Ben Lowry, one more thing. You said Montgomery. I think the Red Sox are eventually going to get Montgomery, right? They've shown interest in him from the very beginning, since the general managers meetings. Even before that, they showed interest in Montgomery. Montgomery is in Boston right now, staying there because his wife, she's doing her clinicals or whatever they are exactly for dermatology school. So keep that in mind. I think Montgomery is going to be a Red Sox eventually. John Heyman reposting. Talking about the Yankees. Don't care about the Yankees right now. My goodness. Nikki J, 420 super chat. Nope. Okay, I thought I got a tweet. You can all hear my phone going ding. At least I think you can. But anytime I got a text, I'm waiting to see if I got someone telling me something. Nikki J, 420. The best MLB news. Merry Christmas. Oh my God. Come on. Merry Christmas to you, too. Oh, everyone, you know what's coming up soon? It's almost that time. You know who's coming back soon on this channel to make a special appearance, the one time of year appearance on this channel? Robbie Claus. Robbie Claus is coming back soon. It's almost that time. Robbie Claus is going to be flying on in with the reindeer and everything. And he's going to be doing one gift for each team. It's that time of the year, folks. It's that time of the year. Robbie Claus has shown up the last 2 years. So look out for that stream, everyone. Jay Landers, watch Seaborn delete his account. Could you imagine? Jeff Passan, you're going to put me on ESPN? Are you going to put Robbie Claus on ESPN, I mean? Goodness. Aaron LaRose, what does this mean for Vlad Jr. with the Shohei deal? Listen, man, I speculated about it earlier. I think it's very odd that the Blue Jays, I wouldn't say odd, maybe interesting is the right word. I think it's interesting that the Blue Jays have not approached these guys about extensions. But that makes me think they have been waiting for this day. They've been waiting for this opportunity. They knew Otani was going to be a free agent. They probably thought we have a real chance at this guy. And yeah, they brought in guys like Gausman and Springer. I know, right? Bassett. I know. Barrios, right? They've brought in these guys, right? But the thing with Bichette and Vlad is they're under control, right? So it's not like you have to worry about them right now. But I just wonder if they think with Otani, right? Otani is basically AAV-wise probably going to be making around the same as Bichette and Vlad combined. So I'm speculating. I wonder if they end up just seeing Otani as their long-term guy, right? And then they just let Bichette and Vlad just walk. Or maybe they extend one of them, right? I could see that. But I think they're basically just putting Vlad and Bichette on hold. And I think they've just been waiting until this time happened, right? And then they kind of thought, all right, we'll take care of the Otani thing. If it doesn't work out, we'll talk Bichette and Vlad, right? If it does work out, well, then we got to maybe make a decision, right? Maybe let both of them go, maybe trade one of them. My guess is that they would like to keep them at least for this year, right? Because obviously that team would be really good with all three on the same team. So, but I think it's interesting. I think that's one thing Blue Jays fans, they're going to be talking about it for the next, if Otani is indeed a Blue Jay, that's going to be a big discussion, right? Wall Street Money, they should keep both of them. I think they should keep both of them now. The one thing with Bichette, though, I'll play devil's advocate. The one thing with Bichette is he has a lot of value, and there's teams out there looking for bats. So I think if the right deal comes along, then maybe you could entertain something, right? I think only the right deal, right? If you're getting major league pieces that can help your team now, you could make the thing with Bichette, it's going to be a little hard for the Blue Jays to replace him at this time, right? You got someone like Martinez in the minor leagues. Yeah. So I don't know if you really have like a smooth fit as of right now, unless maybe they go sign someone if you traded away Bichette. That's what I think, personally. That's what I think. But that is the one thing to keep an eye on, to think about. The market right now is pretty thin on bats, right? And I don't think it's surprising if the Blue Jays got calls about Bichette. I don't think that's surprising. Ben Lowry, $1.99. Could the Jays trade George Springer for pitching? I don't think they trade George Springer, right? Because you got all that money there, and he hasn't really been too amazing, I would say. You know, like last year is a bit of a down year for him. I would like to think he probably has a negative value at the moment. So I don't know really how much really teams would want him at this time. So yeah, as you can see, Bichette has a ton of value. Yeah, Springer is right around negative 24 on the median value, right? So I don't think Springer's going anywhere. Bichette, though, this is what I mean about Bichette. Oh, why are they showing this video of me here? My goodness. Bichette, he has a lot of value right now. And you can get a big old package back for him, right? Absolutely. So that is one thing to consider. But I do think keeping Bichette probably makes them better, obviously. Right? Unless maybe they get like other pieces. But then again, I don't know. I'd like to keep Bichette's bat, personally. Jack A. Powers, $5. After a swing and a miss on Otani, the Dodgers are $59.5 million under the threshold tax. They will not be outbid for Yamamoto if they want. That scares me. That scares me. At the end of the day, though, I don't necessarily think I don't necessarily, like, I know it sounds like very obvious that now they probably turn their attention to Yamamoto. But remember, this is one thing, and people might disagree with me, and that's okay. But I think teams they're always going to put a value on a player, right? Like what they think that player is worth. Otani, yeah, of course. That was a lot of money now that you were going to spend on Otani. I don't necessarily think that means that all of a sudden now you got $500 million to just go give to Yamamoto, right? I don't think it really works that way. I mean, obviously I see the point. Like I see where that's coming from. Yes, they obviously have a lot of wiggle room to go and give Yamamoto a lot of money, but it just really depends how far they're willing to go. And when you got some other teams out there, I mean, look, talk about the Yankees too. The Yankees, all of a sudden, they seem very motivated, right? Maybe the Yankees are going to be willing to really push it, right? But it really comes down to, what do the Dodgers value Yamamoto at? What are they comfortable with? Where are they comfortable? How far are they willing to go with Yamamoto? Yamamoto is not Shohei Ohtani, right? You're not going to be giving $500 million to Yamamoto. At that point, it really just comes down to how far are they willing to go, right? If a team like the Yankees, like the Red Sox, even the Cubs, look out for the Cubs, if they're willing to go farther and farther and farther, right, and past the point of comfort for the Dodgers, I don't necessarily think the Dodgers are a slam dunk to get Yamamoto. It really depends on what they think is fair, right? They definitely have the advantage with the West Coast thing, but according to reports, it doesn't necessarily mean, that Yamamoto, yeah, sure, you got the West Coast, but that's not really something that Yamamoto is like, that's not his only thing he's thinking about, right? He's come out and his agent has even said it doesn't really matter East Coast, West Coast. It looks like they're going to go to the money at the end of the day. And I think, personally, the type of structure of the contract, too. I think that's a big thing. So, we'll see. But, I mean, I definitely see the point there. Wall Street money. Dodgers should get Montgomery. That'd be a pretty good fit. That'd be a pretty nice fit. They really do need something, man. Let's talk about the Dodgers. Here we go. So let's look at the Dodgers. I mean, at this point, the Dodgers definitely need pitching. And I honestly think they need, I think they need like a right-handed bat. So I could see like Teoscar Hernandez, maybe a Randy Rosarena. I could see that. I think a Rosarena could make some sense just because they do have prospects there. They could just go sign Teoscar Hernandez. I think a right-handed bat would be really nice. One thing to think about with Otani, that's a lefty bat. I know it's Otani. I know people are going to yell at me for this one. I'm just saying, if you are looking at the righty-lefties, they already have a ton of lefties already. So just one thing to think about. I'm not saying Otani, you don't need Otani because he's a lefty bat. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying now at least they can look into getting a right-handed bat. Right? I mean, they could have done the same thing, right, with Hernandez too, or Rosarena, whatever. Just pointing that out. So that's what I think they need to focus on. Get a right-handed bat that can go along with Jason Hayward out there in the outfield. So I think someone like Hernandez would be a really nice fit for them. So we'll see. But they definitely need to do something, I think. Because what I think was going on last year, when you looked at Mookie Betts and Freeman, these two guys were amazing, right? They were so good. But it really felt like they were lacking a little bit. I don't want to say lacking, but it felt like, a more consistent hitter. It felt like they lacked, right? Like Will Smith, he was good. Will Smith was good. He hit 261 last year. What did Bob just say? What is this? Dude. Oh, I'm crying, dude. Oh. Oh. Oh my God. That just killed me. Oh, I'm dying. I'm actually dying. I'm literally crying. Oh my God. My first thought was, is this the real Bob Nightingale? Stop. What is this? All right. Okay, according to Bob Nightingale, Shohei Otani is not in Toronto. Otani is not on a flight to Toronto. Otani is at home in Southern California. This is the real Bob Nightingale. It's not a fake account. That was my first thought. I'm like, okay, did I just get bamboozled? Did I just get duped? But no, this is Bob. Bob, dude. What is happening? All right, let's go back to Adam. I see someone saying Adam Seaborn said something. Oh my God. I'm going to lose it. I'm dying. What is this? What is going on? Oh, I'm literally crying. I can't handle this right now. Adam Seaborn. Interesting. Dude, this is wild. What is happening right now? I don't know what to think. Dude, I don't know what to think. Remember because Bob a couple years ago with Trevor Bauer? Dude, I need proof. I'm going to flip out. I'm going to flip. But Bob is literally, he's breaking the internet right now. How many views is this already up to? Oh my God. This has literally gotten 200,000 views. I hate it here. I hate it here. I need pictures. I need proof. I need something. Give me something. I need someone on the ground, someone in California. Go find where Otani is. Has literally Otani been sitting at home with his dog the entire time? Don't tell me Otani's been sitting with his dog at home during this entire thing. So you're telling me that my tweet from earlier was right? The one that I put out here? I literally put this earlier. I put this tweet out earlier. When some random, I did a typo. When some random guy named Jeff gets off the Shohei Otani flight and he's surrounded by thousands of Blue Jays fans. Did this actually just happen? Don't tell me that just actually happened. Dude, Please tell me Bob is just drunk. Tell me this dude has been just throwing some back, man, and he's just on his couch right now. He's like, I'm going to put out like this hilarious tweet, and it's going to break the internet right now. What is Bowden? What is Bowden saying? Riley L. Otani was already seen at the Pearson airport, and there was a video of it. It's a troll? What is happening? Oh, let me pull up. What is Jim Bowden saying? Don't even get me started with Jim Bowden. What is Bowden saying? Oh, no. But it's from the two guys that are just like, oh. Jim Bowden, one more time. Otani is not in Toronto. There is no agreement anywhere. No decision is imminent. People need to stop lying and guessing. He has not made his decision. I don't know what to think. This is wild. 1,300 people in this chat, and this is what's going on right now? I mean, thank God this is just a watch party. Thank God I'm not reporting anything. Hold on. I'm going to ask my guy. Hold on. I got my guy. Let's see if he knows anything. Brandon Johnson, $1.99. I can't talk. $1.99. Shohei. I don't know. Where's Otani going? Oh, I got to pull up this picture. Hold on a second. 1 second. I got to tweet out something here. I got to retweet something right now. Hold on a second. Hold on. I gotta make a tweet. I need all of you to go like it right now, because this is exactly what's been happening this entire day while we've been sitting here waiting for an announcement. We literally had someone tell us that there was going to be a press conference in 40 minutes. So you're telling me, hold on, I'm putting out a tweet right now. Oh my God. I can't believe this. Hold on, I'm putting out something right now. One second. I can't believe this. Okay, so this is what Shohei Ohtani has actually been doing today. I just snorted. I can't breathe. Oh, God. I just put out a tweet, everyone. Please go like that. Please go like the crap out of the tweet that I just put, because it's very true. Oh my God. Oh boy. Dude, the dog picture is killing me. The dog picture is so much funnier now. Like, I love the dog picture before. Now it's like even so much better in my opinion. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. This is going to go down as, I'm going to be honest with you. Listen, I'm a glass half full kind of guy. This is honestly going to go down as one of the this is so funny. This is hilarious. I'm so happy. You know why? Because this morning, like, I was like, man, dang, man, should I take a, should I do a stream? Should I go live? And I was like, you know what? I'm going to wait. I see all these other streams going on. I see all these other people doing their watch parties. I'm like, I'm going to wait, right? I'm telling you right now, if I I can't look at Shohei Ohtani right now with his dog. If I went live today since 10 in the morning, I would have flipped out right now. But this is so funny. I'm so glad I've only been here for a couple hours. My guy just told me Morosi Morosied. What is Drake telling us? I can't believe it. I'm stunned. Let's get to some super chats here. Someone said there's a video of Otani at the Pearson. Where is this video? Riley L., I saw that you put that earlier. Otani was already seen at the Pearson airport, and there was video of it. Where is the video? Nick, $2 super chat. Can you find the video of Otani at Pearson? I don't know where that video is. Let me see if I can find it. Otani at the Pearson. Oh, dude, everyone, I found the video of Otani at the Pearson. I found it. There it is. I found the picture. Oh, my God. All right, I typed in Otani Pearson. Stop. What is this? There's no video. There's nothing. Stop. What is this? What is going on? Or the Pine Tar podcast put the, what video is this? Well, you know that has to be at least a recent video because there's a Christmas tree right there. Oh, that's the John Wayne in Southern California? No, dude. Okay, sorry. All right. So, okay, thank you, everyone in the chat. This is why I need all of you. This is why I need all of you. Because I don't know what airport this is. Okay. Well, people are telling us this is not the Pearson. This is, what airport is this again? This is the John Wayne in California. Oh my God. Samsara Trucking. Seaborn works at McDonald's house. Seaborn just got fired. Oh, man. Good grief. I got something. I already have something else I need to put out. I got the perfect tweet. Hold on. I got even more comedy for you. I'm churning in my head. Can I actually find the video? I don't know if I can actually find the video. This is so much comedy right now. I can't handle it. The video that I'm thinking of right now is Stephen A. Smith. The we've been duped, we've been bamboozled, we've been run amok. Oh my God, I can't believe this. This is gonna go down as one of the funniest days ever. I can't believe it. What is Drake saying? So what does this mean for the Blue Jays? What does this mean? Is he a Blue Jay? Did he change his mind during the flight? Was he even? He was never on the flight. Never mind. Was he about to go on the flight and he changed his mind? And he said, nah, I'm going to the Dodgers. Nope, I'm going back to the Angels. Is he going to the Giants? Is he a Cub? This is compelling. This is great stuff. I need something. Jason Edwards, we've been led astray. We've been run amok. We've been bamboozled. Oh, what is happening? MLB official Twitter retweeted Morosi tweet 40 minutes ago. Dude, what is this? Noah Schroeder just saw Otani at the Bradley in Hartford. This is nuts. I can't believe it. I actually can't believe it. John Heyman. Oh, it just gets worse. It just gets worse. John Heyman, where's Passan? Passan, we need you right now. Please help us. What is going on? Can confirm Otani is not en route to Toronto, is at home in Southern California. How did Bob find this out? How did Bob find this out? Was Bob at his house? Bob, that is that the best? Bob is actually the hero that we just needed today. Who would have thought Bob Nightingale would be not the hero that we deserved, but the hero that we needed? I can't believe it. Bob Nightingale, he's a hero, man. Ben Nicholson-Smith, heard the same as Nightingale. Shohei Otani is not in Toronto or on his way to Toronto. Again, the Blue Jays appear to be finalists, and we will see where this leads. Dude, I was saying this today, man. I even went on Ballcap's stream, and I was told today, I'll give you the exact tweet from my guy. I know some of you are rolling your eyes right now. You're probably, oh, Robbie doesn't have a source. I got a guy, all right? I got someone. This is what I was told. Nez is his agent. Nez said decision would probably be yesterday or today, physical over the weekend, and announcement Monday or Tuesday. So that's what I was told today, but then I said, all right, well, maybe things pick up here. Maybe things change. Maybe we do hear something. And it felt like we were hitting that point. Everyone was following that plane. Dude, I need to know the backstory behind this. Did people, see the plane? Did Bob see the plane? Who saw the plane? The people getting off? Did they, I need to know. Did Bob pay people off to try and, get this info? I need to know. What is Seaborn saying? Oh, no. Adam Seaborn. Dude. I can't handle this. This appears to be wrong. Oh, that's brutal. What a brutal look here. Dude, the Seaborn interesting tweet. I about lost it when I told all of you. I even said, I'm like, who the heck is this Adam Seaborn guy? I remember I said that. When you all told me, when you were telling me in the chat to look for Adam Seaborn, I'm like, who the heck is Adam Seaborn? I was actually asking all of you. I was like, dude, is this a guy? What is going on right now? Tyler O'Neill is being traded to the Red Sox. What the heck is happening right now? I don't know what's going on. I can't handle this. Dude. What is going on? All right, we got a right-handed bat. Dude, this is whack. Red Sox have gotten Tyler O'Neill. Honestly, I like it. I think I did a tweet a couple of years ago or like a year ago. I think I did something about Tyler O'Neill with the Red Sox. Oh my God, I can't breathe. I can't breathe. I'm losing it. I'm losing it. I don't know what's going on. I think I put out something about Tyler O'Neill. Oh my God. Let me see if I can find that tweet. I don't know. I put out something a while back saying, man, Tyler O'Neill, that would be a good right-handed bat. Dude, what is happening? I didn't expect that. Did not expect that. This tweet is blowing up right now. Okay. Sweet. That tweet is just blowing up like crazy. All right. Well, we did get some news. We got John Heyman on the Red Sox. I can't even comprehend what's even happening right now. Okay, Tyler O'Neill is on the Red Sox. Listen, if you can get Tyler O'Neill back to what he was doing a couple of years ago, I'm all about it. I'm all about it. Like, this is a guy who was really good a couple of years ago. So, going to Tyler O'Neill, he's definitely still trying to get his way back from some injuries, right? He's only 28 years old, man. Like, if this was a guy back in 2021, he had 34 home runs. He had a 560 slugging. He is not going to cost you anything. Listen, I'm okay with it, but it's definitely a big if. Definitely a big if. So let's go to the Cardinals. Tyler O'Neill, where are you at? I guarantee he has like no value. Probably has like a 0 value. Okay, he actually does have some value. 5.7. Right, so let's see here. If I put him with the Red Sox, I mean, it's not going to cost much. I wonder what the Red Sox give up. Curious. I mean, I would think maybe the Cardinals, could they be looking for more pitching? I don't know, someone like Brandon Walter, maybe. I hope not Chase Magroth. I really hope not him. He reminds me of Dustin Pedroia. I really hope it's not him. We'll have to see. I'm waiting for the details to come out. I'm just stunned. I am stunned. What is going on with Ball Cap and Blue Jays today? Are they okay? This is hilarious. Blue Jays today. Dude, they got 4,000 people in their stream. Dude. Oh my God. I'm literally in the Blue Jays today stream right now. Dude, I'm literally sending them a super chat right now. I'm going to pull up the Blue Jays today stream. I literally just dropped a super chat. Oh my God. This is nuts.
Now, like,
Yo, Wardy's saying, how in God's name is this man still on MLB Network? For real. How could you come
We are
say
literally
all this
in
stuff
the Blue
and be
Jays today
wrong?
stream.
he's got to go. He's got to
Dude,
go.
You're on the chopping block, John.
No,
I'm sorry. bro.
This is a chop-worthy thing, dude. Like,
Yeah.
this is
Frost
as bad as it
graded.
gets.
He's been so credible up until this point. What happened? Keegan tweeted it right. All right, let's go check it out.
I'm feeling for these guys, man. They've been live all day today.
Shout out to Robbie Hyde and shout out to Wardy NYM. I mean,
Yeah, that's right. It was the best of Twitter. It was the worst of Twitter.
Man,
Yep. Wow, what a roller coaster.
that's just nuts, dude.
What a roller coaster. His camp are
I feel
covering it up,
bad.
saying, yeah, get
I feel bad for those guys. Like, that is just, wow. I can't believe it. Like, that is, like, you're literally on the cusp of getting the best player in the freaking universe. And you've been hearing all of this all day. Like, that's nuts, man. Like, where was Morosi hearing this? Where was all this information coming from? Where? Why? How? Who are the sources? Like, dude, if you think Arson Judge was something, this is like on another level. All of a sudden now, this is really interesting. Now, I will say this. I still think the Blue Jays are in it. I still think they're in it. I'm always someone, when there's smoke, there's fire, right? This is the most smoke that we have ever gotten on anything. I still think the Blue Jays are in it. I just wonder about the flight. Like, the fact that Morosi put that out, the one thing about the tracking of the flight, that was always, sure, I jumped on board with it, but Morosi had tweeted it out. So I'm thinking, all right, if it's Morosi, this guy's with MLB Network. Like, I would think if he's tweeting something like that out, we had everything getting tweeted out. So I'm thinking, all right, this has got to be real, right? This flight has to be real. I can't. Why is Verdugo's face right there? No, Tawny, no, don't do that. I'm stunned. I'm stunned. But I still think the Blue Jays are in this thing. All of a sudden now, you got to think the Dodgers, they're alive. They have to be. I don't know. Like, could there already be something in the works already and he just hasn't gone? Is he taking his physical in California? Is he, maybe he's flying out possibly tomorrow? Maybe, I don't know. I want to know where Bob got this info. That is the big thing. Where did Bob get this info? This is probably one of the funniest tweets I have. So if you don't know about me, I'm a big dry humor kind of a guy. This has like Curb Your Enthusiasm and like The Office written all over it. Like, this is so funny to me. Like, this is peak comedy in my opinion. This is, I think, honestly, this is one of the best tweets of all time. To be completely honest with you, this is like one of the funniest things I have ever seen. When I first read that earlier, I about lost it. Jay Swaggy, $5 super chat. Morosi just got confused. It actually said Shohei Ohtani was like Toronto. Oh, dude, I put out a tweet earlier. I put out what was the name I came up with for Shohei. I came up with a name. Dude, this tweet is blowing up right now. The one that I put out. Dude, I put out, didn't think we'd see Dodgers Nation. That's another one. Everyone forgot about Dodgers Nation. Like, because they were the first ones to put it out. So if we're really going back in time here, they were the first ones to put something out like this. But one thing they did not say that, or at least unless I missed it, they didn't say he was flying out there. But they did say a formal announcement is expected as early as tonight. So that is one thing to consider. The tweet that I put out, didn't think we'd see Dodgers Nation jumping the gun before the John Heyman SHOHEI Otani to the Blue Jays. But here we are. Dude, this is even better. Could you imagine if this was my Red Sox? This would be the stream to end all streams. It really would. Haley, maybe the Giants are still in this thing. I don't know what to think. I really don't. I personally still think the Blue Jays are right up there. I'd have to think that. Yes, he's not going to Toronto. I know. This is hilarious. This is like crazy. I still think the Blue Jays are firmly near the top. That's my guess. Like at this point, I thought it was over. I thought it was done. I thought we were wrapping up shop. I thought we were about to get off this stream in a little bit. I'd go make some dinner. I'd go to bed. I'd be like, okay, the Shohei stuff is done. I can move on. I'm no longer a prisoner of Shohei Ohtani's free agency. And here we are. I don't know what to think. I don't know what to guess. I don't know what to predict. I'm always bad with my predictions. I don't know. We have never. I don't think we saw the Arson Judge stuff last year. This blows that out of the water. D Moon, gut feeling, Robbie, Dodgers or Blue Jays? Where does Otani go? I don't know. I mean, I'm still going to think, because there's all this smoke, I'm still going to think probably Blue Jays. I'll lean that way, but this is all of a sudden a brand new wrinkle that has been thrown into the whole thing. I don't know. I mean, honestly, at this point, would you be surprised if he just went back to the Angels? At this point? I mean, that would be the most hilarious thing. Like, could you imagine? I need a sip of coffee. There are so many answers that I need. So many answers. So many questions I have. I need all the tea. I need everything. Has anyone checked on Morosi? Again, we did get some news, which I actually think this was pretty hilarious in itself. Everyone's flipping out about Otani, and then John Heyman just comes out of nowhere and just tweets that Tyler O'Neill was traded to the Red Sox. Like, that's a pro's pro right there. I'll give a lot of credit to John Heyman. He just threw that out there like, goodness. What is Morosi okay? There's Bob Nightingale. They've gotten Tyler O'Neill. Dude. I can't find anything. I don't know where anything is. Okay. Morosi. What do we got? Oh my God. Oh no. The Morosi tweet has gotten up to 4 million views. Oh no. Oh, Nick, was he? Oh my God, dude, you gotta listen. Like, this is why, like, I am kind of just okay with just doing what I'm doing here and just doing streams and just that. Like, I don't know what to think of this. I need to see the comments. Where are the latest comments? Oh, my God. I'm not seeing any of the recent comments. Oh, let me see. How do I... Well, these are the last two replies to that. John Mincone and Blue Jays Today. They're confused. Oh, my God. Dude, I don't know what's happening. This is crazy. Well, okay. It feels like it's so late right now, and it feels like it's like late at night, and it's not even 6 o'clock here on the East Coast. I'm lost. I'm stunned. I am stunned. What do we got? I think we had some super chats. Let me get to those super chats. Let me try and get refocused here. I think hold on. I think I might have missed a few. Thank you for the super chats, everyone. I appreciate it. We're almost at 1,000 likes, everyone. If you can help us get to 1,000 likes, I will love you forever. I mean, we just barreled through. Well, did we get 1,000, or was that the goal? I think that was the goal. Okay, we're almost at 1,000 likes. We're at 840. All right, so let me get to these super chats here. What do we got? Okay, Mick, no. CRaz951, Shohei eating carne asada tacos, dying at the news. Dude, that's honestly what I would love to do right now. I just want to just go pick up some tacos. I'm not even kidding. Mitch Phil 98 $2 super chat. Cubs are the only team with no leaks. I put out that tweet yesterday. The Cubs have not leaked anything, right? I'm not saying the Blue Jays or the Giants have either, but stuff was leaked about them, right? So the Dodgers, they leaked themselves. Someone leaked the Blue Jays and the Giants. But the only thing on the Cubs is that Nightingale said they were out of it. I wouldn't call that a leak. Like, I wouldn't really say that's a leak. That's just me. Are the Cubs still in this thing? Oh, my God, because I put out that tweet yesterday. If he ends up signing with the Cubs, oh, my God, that tweet will be pinned at the top of my X account for the rest of my life. My goodness. Jay Swaggy, Morosi just got confused. I saw that earlier. Jay Swaggy, somewhere Blue Jays fans went streaking with Otani tattooed on his butt cheeks for no reason. That's God. Dude, people in Toronto, I guarantee, were in their balconies and just like celebrating like there was no tomorrow. Oh my God, dude. Connor Pearson Ward, $5. I've never been so pissed in my life. Morosi just messed with the country of Canada. Dude, he messed with the whole country. It wasn't like he messed with one fan base here in America. He messed with the entire country. Oh, no. This is wild. I mean, it's so quiet right now. It's so quiet. Like, I don't know what is happening. Dude, Blaine Turner. Oh, my God, that comment. Oh. So, no presser at 6. Dude, Blaine Turner. Oh, my God. I'm going to lose it. Okay. Zach G, call up Jim. What is Jim doing? Blue Jays today, or are they still alive? Did Blue Jays today end their stream? Okay, Blue Jays today, they're still alive. They got over 3,000 people in that chat, so good for them. Dude, Jim just left. Dude, Jim is gone. Oh my God. Dude, Jim is literally just, he's gone. He has the be right back thing up. Oh my God. Dude, this is an amazing. This is not an amazing day for Blue Jays fans, but someone that likes comedy and someone that's hoping Shohei does not come to the AL East unless it's my Red Sox. This is like one of the best days of my life. Like, this is amazing. Dude, I went to Ballcap's stream and this is hilarious. Oh my God. Like, I went to his stream. He's not even there. Maybe it's up there. No, dude. Dude, this is so funny. Oh my God. He's just like, I'm gone. I'm out. I'm checking out. Hold on, I'm waiting for the super chat thing to go away. Dude. Dude. Oh. Jim. Oh my goodness. Well, okay. I mean, I'm trying to put together something here. We did get a move. We got Tyler O'Neill to the Red Sox. There's like nothing else coming out. Like, this is crazy. There's no other news coming out. There's nothing. It is silence out there. It is radio silence. I think people are trying to get some kind of answers. I think people are just trying to figure this out. What happened? How did this happen? I think how is Major League Baseball feeling about all this? Honestly, like, Major League Baseball, like, they got to be thinking, oh boy, like, this was pretty embarrassing. Right? I would imagine if I'm running Major League Baseball and there's this like whole thing going on with like Shohei Ohtani watch and this happens, or maybe they like it. Maybe they like the entertainment. You know, this is entertainment. This is amazing. This is like literally one of the best days of my life. Like, that was so funny. Maury's live $1.99 breaking. Arson Otani stopped outside the Rogers. Well, but I'll try and get serious here. Like, I'll try and get serious. I think, you know, we're at the point now where we got to maybe, like, refocus here. So, I really don't know. Like, I feel like we're back to square one. I feel like we're completely back to square one now. It felt like you were at the finish line. And all of a sudden, now you're back to the start of the race. I'm trying to think, what does him being at home in Southern Cal, never even left, what does that mean? Right now, I think all of a sudden, dude, you know what's even funnier about this? You know what's even funnier is that, dude, all of the betting sites literally closed their betting today for Shohei Ohtani. Even the betting sites closed. Like, that's even crazier, is when you got like all these sports betting sites to close. That's a lot. What is Heyman saying? What did Heyman just do? Don't tell me Heyman just did something. Heyman, what are you doing? Heyman, Michael Marino put something out there too. Okay, so Yoshitomi Sasugo going to the Giants. Okay, this is like, we're getting moves, man. We're getting moves. Let me pull up here. Okay, so we're going to Yoshitomo Sasugo. Yep, this is pretty rough. He hasn't played in over a year. Okay, we did have one player, one Japanese player on the move. We got something. So, Yoshi Sasugo. The day just keeps getting better. Oh my God. Today's not real. Are we dreaming? I can't. I mean, when you go back 2021, it was only 43 games with the Pirates. He was good. So, for the Giants, okay. All right, let's see if they can get him back on track, but I don't know, man. Lucy B. This was the dude on the plane. Oh. This is the best day ever. Best day ever. What did Alex Spires say? Craig Breslow believer? What did he say? Oh my God. Alex Spire, what is he saying? Okay, all right, we got the details. Oh, really? They're sending Nick Robertson. Okay. All right, so Nick Robertson, Victor Santos. That is the trade for O'Neill. Okay, so we got a little more details there. All right, so let's do Robertson. This sounds like it's probably going to be pretty even. All right, and then we had, I believe it was Santos. Yeah, so, okay. Yeah, I'd say it's pretty even. And when you're thinking of Tyler O'Neill, the thing with Tyler O'Neill is you do have him for this season, right? And he's only making $5 million. So even though you only have him for 1 year, he's still a cheap bat, and he has a good track record. At least I know it's from a couple of years ago, but that was a really good season. He's just been marred by injuries the last couple of years. The one thing with Tyler O'Neill, though, if we were to pull him up, Tyler O'Neill on StatCast. I mean, his right-handed bat could fit great at Fenway Park, man. The Red Sox, they've had success with guys when they've had a couple of down years. They've had success, right? So with Tyler O'Neill, you got the monster, but with O'Neill, he can hit the center. He can hit Oppo as well. But I wonder if the Red Sox really just get him to focus on pulling, right? That's a big power bat there. If we actually go to the spray chart from 2021, you can see definitely more pull, definitely some Oppo as well. I think O'Neill, man, again, if you can just get back to these numbers, that's massive. Huge. But it's a low-risk trade, right? Sending back a couple of depth guys, Nick Robertson, Victor Santos. Yeah, I think for the Red Sox, yeah, you're getting upside, right? But and all that was at the expense of a couple of depth guys in the organization. So I'm okay with this. I'm okay with it. We didn't have to give up a whole ton. I was a little worried that we may have to give up something pretty decent because he does have around that $5 million median value, but I'm glad. I'm glad it only took a couple of depth pieces. I think this is fine. When you're looking at Tyler O'Neill, his value could go as low as around maybe like $4.5 million. So I think this is pretty good. The Red Sox, they were able to get him, sure, coming off a couple of down seasons, injuries in there as well. Who knows? He is a question mark. I'm okay with the upside. Why not? It's fine, right? I'd rather, if we're not going to be able to get one of these other guys out there, like they have been showing interest in Teoscar Hernandez. They had been showing interest in Michael Taylor. Some of those guys had been popping up, as well as Lourdes Gurriel Jr. It kind of made me think maybe the Red Sox, because you also have to think with the Red Sox too, right? They got someone like Roman Anthony coming up pretty soon, right? So I would think they probably don't want to commit to someone for like a 3 or like a 4-year deal. So, Roman Anthony is going to be a left-handed bat. So not the same right-handed bat here, but still, Roman Anthony, this dude's going to be a stud. And I think for the Red Sox, they probably don't want to get themselves locked up. If they got Lourdes Gurriel Jr. for maybe like a 2-year deal I could see something like that, like a year and an option, maybe even just a 1-year deal. But those guys are probably looking for multi-year deals, like 3-4 years. So the Red Sox thought, all right, you know what? And I think that really shows because Tyler O'Neill only has 1 year of control. So I think that's a big thing. So, yeah, the Red Sox, they weren't looking to get locked up with someone for a while. But with Tyler O'Neill, again, the upside is there, right? If you can get something out of him, who knows? Who knows? I like it. I like the move. I can't hate the move. But, again, it's based off of those 2021 numbers. And 2021 feels very, very far away, very long ago. So, okay. Other than that, any more news on Otani? Let me click out of some of these tabs here. We got Yoshi Sasugo. One Japanese player did move today. So that did happen. Ben Lowry, $1.99. What happened to the Nick York hype? I just think Nick York, he's just hasn't really been what people thought he could be in the last couple of years. I do like Nick York. I think he's a scrappy player, a guy that could be pretty good. So keep an eye out for him. I think this year is going to be a big year for him. So let's see. But let me click out of some of these tabs. I feel like I have like a million tabs left open right now. Okay. I mean, we're looking for anything. I mean, honestly, I don't know what else. I don't know what else. I mean, really, there could be. It just feels like you had all the energy in the world, and then everything just died. So, I don't know. Jared Cole, you said there was a super chat. Oh, sorry. Okay, I missed a couple of super chats. Jared Cole, $2 super chat. Could you do the Dodgers trading for Cease? Yeah, I can do that. So I've done a couple of examples. The Dodgers, it's so easy to put together a trade with them. The one thing you have to worry about with Cease right now, it seems like Chris Getz, he's going to be hanging on to him for a little bit. It looked like maybe it was something coming together with the Braves, but that ended up not happening. It seems like the White Sox are really holding out for more. And honestly, that kind of makes some sense because cost-controlled starting pitching is really hard to come by. And I think he's just really holding out. I mean, look what the Padres were able to get for Juan Soto. I know Juan Soto's not a pitcher, but still, right? You saw the desire for Juan Soto right there. I think Dylan Cease, with what he can bring to your team, again, you're not going to have him for just 1 year. You're going to have him for 2 years. A guy that you can put, 2 or 3 in your rotation. That's hard to come by. And I think Chris Getz, he's just waiting it out as much as he can. We'll see. That's why I think the Braves, that's why they don't have Dylan Cease, because I think Chris Getz was like, I think I can get better. All right. Will that come back to bite him? I don't know. But I think the Dodgers, yeah, they can absolutely land someone. Let's take a look here for the White Sox. What am I doing? I don't know what the heck I'm doing. But yeah, Cease would be a great fit for the Dodgers. I've talked about this like probably a million times. But the Dodgers got prospects for days. You're looking at around a $40 million value for Dylan Cease. But they could definitely do something like this. They have the luxury of putting a young starter in there, like someone like an Emmett Sheehan. They can do a Ryan Pepio. They could even go a little further down, like a Gavin Stone. Maybe someone like Michael Bush you could throw back in there. So let's say you did, let's say like, I don't know, we'll do Ryan Pepio. Well, Ryan Pepio and Bush, those two guys already are making up pretty much all the value. So, but again, the way the trades have been going, you can also look at the Luis Castillo trade where, from with the Mariners not too long ago, where you saw that the Reds, they ended up getting quite a lot in that deal, right? So I wonder, Ryan Pepio, Michael Bush, maybe throwing a couple of more guys. But that's the luxury the Dodgers have. Or maybe the White Sox prefer, maybe they want to get, instead, Gavin Stone. If they want to get as many players as they could, maybe you could swap out Pepio with Gavin Stone. You could mix in some other guys possibly like Kyle Hurt, Nick Frasso, River Ryan. The Dodgers got a ton of prospects. They could definitely get something done. Oh, we got some more super chats coming in. There's Jeff Passan. There's Jeff Passan. Passan has appeared. Passan's come out of the shadows. What a day. What a day. I can't believe it. Dude, oh my God. Jeff Passan literally just put real baseball news. Oh, man. Tom Amiano, 1999. Wow, we got some super chats coming in here. Good grief. Chandler Lucas, thank you so much. $4.99. I appreciate that, my friend. Matthew Villarreal, $4.99. What big splash would you make if you were the Padres, and how much would Bellinger? How much could Bellinger cost? Does he make sense? I think for the Padres right now, Bellinger doesn't make a whole ton of sense for them. I think for the Padres, I think the splashes aren't really there. All right, I think they need to just go out and make some solid moves. I think they could add possibly another starter on this market. I know you just got a couple of depth guys, not Michael King, but you got some other guys like Johnny Brito, Randy Vasquez. So you got depth there, but I wonder if they wanted to go out there, maybe go get someone else. I could see like a lower tier starter possibly. I don't see any big splashes for the Padres. I don't see Bellinger. For Bellinger personally, I could honestly see like, who knows? Who knows, man? I think with Bellinger, I could maybe see like an 8-year, like 24, 25 AAV. I could see something like that. You know, like 8 years, 180 to 200, something like that. Tom Amiano, 1999 super chat. Love the moves I'm seeing from Craig. So far, so good. Low risk, high reward kind of trades. I want to hear your thoughts. What do you think of trading for Rogers and Segura from the Marlins, signing Monty? You know, I think for the Red Sox, yes, Yamamoto is the absolute number one target. I know that's easy to say because he's one of the top dogs on the free agent market, but that is the guy for me, right? I do like these other little moves, right, that he is making. So far, nothing is bad, in my opinion. There just hasn't really been a whole lot of moves, but I do like clearing out Verdugo. I think that was needed because that's going to obviously give more playing time for some of these younger guys like Ceddanne Rafaela, Wilyer Abreu. And I think that's something not many people are really mentioning. Like, you're seeing a lot of fans out there, like even talking baseball today or yesterday or whenever it was, they were talking about the Verdugo trade. And I'm like, and they're not even mentioning Ceddanne Rafaela or Wilyer Abreu for the Red Sox. I'm like, the reason with the Red Sox, one of the main reasons for me is, you know, you got Verdugo on his last year, but he's taking up playing time, right? And he was just a guy that personally, I think he hit his peak with the Red Sox, right? He, you know, put up league average numbers. He wasn't very good in September this past year. He was pretty good in August though. Second half overall though wasn't very good for Verdugo. So overall though, Verdugo was a league average player, had a couple of clutch moments, you know, but I think that was pretty much the peak of what you're going to get with Verdugo. Seemed like off the field wasn't right? Something wasn't fully clicking. I felt like Verdugo had to go. And it was weird because I saw a lot of Red Sox fans like complaining about it. I'm like, what the heck are you guys talking about? Like, have you seen Wilyer Abreu and how well he was playing with the Red Sox? I mean, like, this is the young guy that has more years of control. Economically speaking, it just made so much more sense to get rid of Verdugo and put Abreu in that spot. And then obviously Ceddanne Rafaela, one of your top prospects. So there's no reason to keep Verdugo. So I think that was good. You got some guy like Richard Fitz, I think could end up being a guy that ends up being pretty solid in that bullpen. He's a guy that has more upside than I think people think. So I did like that move. And then for Tyler O'Neill. And there he is already, right in the spot. So I'm just saying, man. Hey, it's upside. If he gets that power back going again, he had 31 home runs in 2021. I'd be all over it. Absolutely. And it didn't cost you really all that much. So, Tom Amiano, I agree. I think they could go to the Marlins, right? The Marlins, they got some pitching there that they could possibly deal. They could use a bat. I don't know about Segura, though. I wouldn't feel very good about Segura. But I wonder if that could end up being something. He can play second. I mean, I wouldn't be the most excited about it. But I do wonder. I think that is something like a candidate that you're not quite thinking of. But I think with Segura, though, I don't know. How much is he making? Where is he, right? He's on Cleveland, right? Or was he... Where is Segura? Was Segura released? If I remember correctly. I'm going so blank on Gene Segura right now. Yeah, he was released. So, yeah, he was awful last year. I wouldn't like... If the Red Sox signed Gene Segura, oh my God, Red Sox fans would throw a fit. They would throw a fit. But it's kind of like one of those things, like if you got him cheap, it's kind of like the Tyler O'Neill move, right? But I wouldn't mind, right? Get, Trevor Rogers possibly from over there. Maybe Edward Cabrera from the Marlins. I could see something like that. I think Jordan Montgomery is definitely a guy that you can look out for. So, what else we got? Thank you, Tom Amiano for the $20 super chat. What do we got? Sif3NX. I'm guessing Sifinx. I don't know how you say that. $4.99. What can the Mariners do for more bats? I think Randy Arozarena is perfect. I think that's a perfect guy for them. Thank you for the super chat. But, maybe, you got some other right-handed bats out there. Could you do possibly like a Lourdes Gurriel Jr., something like that? I could see something like that. Chandler Lucas, $4.99. The fact that the Angels are Otani finalists is shocking, especially after all this. If he goes back to the Angels, oh my God. If Shohei Ohtani goes back to the Angels, I'm going to flip. Like, that is just crazy. Tommy McDevitt, $1.99. Can you say happy birthday to Chris Scambus? Am I saying it right? Chris Scambus? Chris Scambus? Chris, happy birthday, my friend. How you doing, my friend? Happy birthday. Hope you have a good one. Man, what a birthday present. Shohei Ohtani not going to the Blue Jays. Happy birthday. I am biggest, $4.99. Did you see that the person on the plane was Robert Herjavec and his family? And for that reason, Otani is out in Toronto. Was that actually something? What? Was that actually... Is that confirmed? Stop. No, that can't be. Oh. Oh my God. There's actually a picture of it. There's a picture of it. Dude, no way. Look at this. Dude, Robert Herjavec. Am I saying that right? He's from Shark Tank. He was on the plane. It was him. Oh, man. Our CBS photographer, Evan Mitsui, is messaging me from the Pearson Airport. He confirms new reports that Otani was not on the private jet. It was, in fact, carrying Canadian businessman Robert Herjavec. He was on Shark Tank. Oh, my God. Dude, well, so it makes me think, because Bob Nightingale is with USA Today, so I wonder if Bob had Bob had to have known someone. Maybe he knew this person, or possibly someone that was there. That's what it had to be. Bob probably had someone on the ground there that he knew. So, because if there was a CBC, photographer, I mean, there's probably other photographers as well. So, yeah, Bob had to have known someone on the ground. So, Mag, $5 super chat. If you are the GM of the Red Sox, what is your ideal offseason? What are your trade packages, contracts for those players you to go out and get? Yamamoto, give him the bag, blank check, get Yamamoto to Boston. I would also like Montgomery. I know that's a lot of money for both of those guys. You're looking at over $400 million for those two guys combined, possibly. I think Yamamoto ends up probably being like $250, $275. Personally, I don't think he gets over $300 unless maybe the posting fee is included in that. I don't think he gets a flat $300 million contract like the reports are saying. I think he ends up getting like 250, 260, maybe that 275 area, possible. I think the bidding war could end up getting to that. But if I'm the Red Sox, I'm absolutely opening that checkbook. Got to do it. Got to do it. I hope they do. I would like Montgomery. I would like a consistent guy that's going to give you innings. I think that would be really nice for the Red Sox. And obviously a second baseman. I wouldn't mind someone like a Whit Merrifield, to be completely honest with you. Wouldn't mind that at all. I think it's a good veteran guy that you can plug in there. So I wouldn't mind, honestly, seeing what Emmanuel Valdez could do. But I know last year, not great production from second baseman, and that included him as well. So if we got a veteran guy like a Whit Merrifield, I wouldn't be opposed to that necessarily. So, but yeah, that's what, honestly, it's pitching for me. And I know that's the very simple answer, right? That's been like the obvious answer, but it's the pitching. The offense was pretty good last year, right? They definitely hit their cold spells, but the pitching last year was abysmal. Bullpen was great. Rotation had nothing. So I'm just saying. But yeah, that's my offseason, to be honest with you. That's my offseason. All right. Honestly, everyone, I mean, at this point, I don't know. What else are we sitting around for? I don't know. I mean, we're going to get anything? At this point, it's like, I feel like everything is just deflated, and he's not on a flight, and are we even going to hear anything? I don't know, man. I'm just seeing if there's anything even out here. Like, no one is reporting anything. It's dead. It was like here, and then it went here. I don't know, man. My phone is dead, so I can't even look at my phone. Don't even know if I'm getting any tweets. I don't know what's going on. Where's my charger? I don't even know where my charger is. All right, well, no phone, so I got nothing. I mean, honestly, did we hit our like goal? Did we hit 1,000? Oh, we hit 1,000 likes. Awesome. All right, we got to 1,000 likes. Everyone, I appreciate that. Ton of super chats here. We've been live for almost 3 hours. I'll probably just hang out for maybe like 10 more minutes or so, unless something else happens. Let's see if anything happened with the betting sites. Let's go to BetUS. BetUS is our sponsor here on the channel. Got some new friends over at BetUS. So the link is in the description down below if you want to go check it out. That link will give you a 125% sign-up bonus, so go check that out. But let's see. Did they open up the Otani stuff? They have not opened up the Otani stuff again. That is closed. I'm still stunned at that because they literally closed the Otani betting. And, like, the Blue Jays, they made a late push in the betting odds, and the Blue Jays went to the number 1 spot, and then it closed, right? So, hey, Carter Hawkins, I would love Christopher Morel. I would love him. That'd be great. I'm trying to think of some other possible trade candidates that are out there. If we're looking at guys that could maybe play second. But the way I'm kind of seeing Breslow doing things, it looks like he is going for those high upside guys when it comes to the trade market. But, I mean, if we're looking at, you know, some possible second basemen out there, let's see. I mean, guys that could be realistic. I mean, I would love Ha-Seong Kim. I don't think the Padres are getting rid of him, though. They're not getting rid of him. Nolan Gorman, I could maybe see getting moved, but I don't see the Red Sox being a trade partner for him. I think it would have to be in, like, a big deal. Like, he would be, like, one of the main pieces that go back. So, yeah, I don't see... Oh, Brandon Drury I would really like. I'd really like Brandon Drury. That would be a really nice fit. And the reason I would like Brandon Drury is because obviously the bat is pretty solid, but he can play other positions as well. So he can go play second, right? He can shift over to some other spots too. So if I were to add to that last super chat, the pitching for sure. And I'll even add one more for you, Mag. You had the $5 super chat. I'll add one more. I would love Logan Gilbert. I really would. I would absolutely love Logan Gilbert. If we had Montgomery and Gilbert in the rotation, and if we didn't get Yamamoto, I'd be okay with that. Like, I would love Yamamoto, but if it ends up being just too much, I wouldn't mind pulling off a trade for Gilbert. I really would like that. That'd be really good innings. Montgomery as well. And then you'd have a 1-2-3 of Montgomery, Gilbert, Bayo. I'd like that. So I'd love Drury at second base. Do the Angels want to give him up? I don't know about that. The Angels, I think, are still going to try and compete. So what else we got here? We got a super chat coming in. Slot Queen Hubby, how you doing? $9.99. The Giants reportedly signed a Japanese player. Yes, they did. And I almost cried laughing earlier at it. And the Red Sox made a trade. The Giants reportedly signed a Japanese player. The Red Sox made a trade. Yes. It's that kind of a day. It's that kind of a day where we thought Otani was a Blue Jay. Now we have no idea what the heck's going on with him. And the Giants ended up getting a guy from Japan. Well, not from Japan, but he's Japanese, right? And now the Red Sox, they got Tyler O'Neill. What a day. What a day. What are you saying here? Man hit Singh, Devin Harrow. What is he saying? Who is that? Oh, wow. So here was that jet that everyone was looking for. Here was the jet. Goodness gracious. Robert Herjavec and his family were on it. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I'm stunned. I am stunned. I don't know, everyone. I'm going to see if there's any other news, anything else that maybe we can bite into. Otani is trending so hard right now. Oh, my God, dude. Look at this. Oh, my God. Look at this tweet. Dude, look at this tweet. From Max Shark. Grandpa, what was it like losing your job when you spent the whole day tracking a flight, thinking Otani was on it? Oh, my God. The memes are going to kill me. I'm going to be dying at these memes tonight. Look at that. Oh, that's cool, man. Hey, good to see Blue Jays today on someone's TV. I like that. That's cool, man. Kit and It saying, I'm Japanese. It's 4 o'clock in Japan right now, and I'm awake in the middle of the night. That's cool, man. Hey, glad that they have Blue Jays today on. Honestly, what a great resource for Blue Jays. All right, now that's cool to see. Cool to see. Bo Reed, Otani sitting at home reading reports. He's on a plane to Toronto. That's one of my favorite gifs. Oh my God, dude, this is gonna be the best. Look at Otani just being comfy in his bed, not going to Toronto. Oh my God, unbelievable, unbelievable. What is Buster Olney saying? Buster Olney. What a day, everyone. What a day. I know I'm seeing some people that are kind of checking out. I might check out here in a minute, but Buster Olney. We don't know the name of Otani's dog, but a source says it's imminent that he'll be licensed somewhere. Maybe. Oh, boy. Is Morosi okay? Like, where's Morosi? I think Morosi's in hiding. Morosi's hiding. This is crazy. Oh, man. Everyone. I think I might check out. Man. I don't know what else is even happening. I don't know. Is it just me? Or it just feels radio silent? Just out there. Like nothing. It felt like everything was buzzing like an hour ago. And just everything just crashed. This is nuts, man. Matthew, I'll end there. What's my prediction? I don't know. Like I'm really like I don't even know. I don't know what to think. I think, and I said it earlier, I think when there's smoke, there's fire. I'm still thinking the Blue Jays are right there. It felt like coming into today, they had a lot of momentum. There was a lot of the breadcrumbs. Ross Atkins going from the in-person scrum to the Zoom call. Schneider rescheduling at the winter meetings. You usually don't see stuff like that. Personally, I think when Otani went to Dunedin, I would like to think that possibly could have been like the second meeting or maybe even third at some point. I don't know. I just think there's smoke there. And I'm still going to think the Blue Jays are involved because you're hearing so much about them. I don't think this is just coming from nowhere, right? Blue Jays, I think, are a favorite to me. Could there already be something decided? And Otani is, I don't know, maybe the physical is going to be this weekend. Maybe he's taking his physical over in California. You know, maybe something is happening there. And then he goes to Toronto maybe next week. I could see that. But the one thing I say, when you give someone more time, things can change. Things can pivot, right? One phone call can change things, right? And when you give someone more time, I don't know, maybe this weekend he's just going to be thinking about it. Maybe he's going to sleep on it. I don't know. Maybe he hasn't come to a decision. I would like to think that maybe he has a decision at this point. But then again, who knows what to think at this point? But everyone, I think I am going to check out of here. We did get up to 2,000 people in this stream, and I want to thank you for that. We got up to 1,000 likes. We got up to over 1,100 likes in this stream. We had a ton of super chats here. I just want to say I really appreciate it. I laughed so hard during this stream. This was probably one of the most fun streams. When I think back to when all is said and done, honestly, I think this is going to be one of my most favorite days. Like, this was one of the best streams I think I've ever done. This was hilarious. This was fun. But yeah, well, we still got a ways to go here. Still got a ways to go. I'm still stunned a little bit. I'm shocked. And Blue Jays fans, I don't know what to tell you. I'm sorry, man, but we got a ways to go here, everyone. We got a ways to go. We'll see what ends up happening. But everyone, I'm going to check out for now. I'm going to go eat. I'm hungry. I'm starving. So go eat. Go decompress a little bit. Get away. I say keep your phones maybe an arm distance away, maybe, just in case something does happen. If anything else does happen, I'll be back. So make sure you got the bell notification turned on. Make sure you're ready to go because this is not over by any means. Far from over, right? Make sure you're subscribed if you are new in the chat. If you can, share the show. People can see the replay of me just dying in laughter. And if you can on the way out, if you haven't already, hit that like button for me. And everyone, I'm going to get out of here. For now, at least. So, Carla is here. Carla, you still have a shot for Otani. You still got a shot for Otani. Oh, my goodness. My face hurts. I don't know what's going on. Until next time, everyone. I don't even know what I'm saying. Have a good night, everyone. Or maybe I'll see you in a couple hours. Maybe I'll see you tomorrow. Maybe Monday. I don't know. Sunday. When is Otani signing? Can we just have this happen, please? I'll talk to you next time, everyone.